Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, as the case may be, all across the globe and beyond. In this plane of existence and all the others, you've tuned into Exposed Tube Collective AM, your premier spot for conspiracies, occult knowledge, the supernatural, and everything else that lurks in the shadows. So grab yourself a drink and settle in as we begin our journey to the dark side.
Not where the black coach of sorrow has taken you. Angels have no thought of ever returning you. Would they be angry if I thought of joining you? Gloomy Sunday, Sunday, with shadows I spend it all. My heart and I have decided to end it all. Soon there'll be candles and prayers that are said, I know. Let them not weep, let them know that I'm glad to go. Death is no dream, for in death I'm caressing you. With the last breath of my soul, I'll be blessing you. Gloomy Sunday, dreaming I wake and I find you asleep in the deep of my heart. Dear darling, I hope that my dream never haunted you. My heart is telling you how much I wanted you. Gloomy Sunday.
What's up, everybody? Shout out to everybody. Welcome to the Exposed Tube Collective, Dark Songs and Open Topics. That was Billie Holiday, the song called Gloomy Sunday. That song was said to have been on the turntables of many people who unalived themselves. Originally, it was a Hungarian, let me see if we can say the name, Sui. You know what I'm talking about. Unaliving song. It was made in 1933. It came over here to America. Billie Holiday did a good song on it. It was actually banned in the United States. So that was a song that was a dark song. A lot of people who decided they did not want to be a part of this earth anymore. A lot of people had that on their turntable. Let me see, Gwern. Let me see. Shout out Little White Favorite, Frank Dicas. Hangman, what's up, Valley Thuggin? What up, Exposed? To the chat, I said, mind the fool, we stand right back. Let me see. I've been here for a time, Frank. Should everybody up in here, man. Love and respect. What's up with a peaceful Sasquatch? Katie Lester does a nice version of Gloomy Sunday as well. Yeah, people probably did it after, but I like Billie Holiday's version. Machete, what's up with it? So, before we start, we're gonna go ahead and get a manifestation card read. Nothing but positivity over here with the Exposed to Collective. And then we're gonna open up the panel. There's a lot of songs that have themes with people who wanted to leave this earth. Right, here we go. Let's get one. Okay, we got one right here. Gratitude is the fast track to manifestation. To massively accelerate manifestation, incorporate gratitude into the 3-step creation process of ask, believe, receive. When doing the first step of the creation process, ask, write down what you want. We'll begin each sentence with these powerful words. I am so happy and grateful now that, and then go on. When it comes to all this law of attraction and manifestation, I have to roll with Kevin Trudeau on this one. Well, not actually him, because he gives everything, he puts everything down that he learned when he was with the Brotherhood, which was the secret society. Rhonda Byrne, who wrote The Secret, she just stumbled upon it. It works for her. She discovered the secret. Whatever the secret is to some people, she discovered it. Hey, but from her story, man, she was going through a lot. What would have happened if people like that, man, would have actually been influenced and then heard certain songs and decided they didn't want to be on this earth anymore? They wanted to transcend to the land of Nod or the land of Oz. Yet another song called the Blue Prelude, Black Moonlight. Good Night, Irene. That's another good one. Here Lies Love. A lot of people have remade these songs later on in modern times, but I like the ones who did it like in the 30s and the 40s. Always stimulating. Let's see what's up with a Hangman. I would go to downtown LA in the late 90s with my amigo the graffiti in the wee hours of the morning. And after we listen to stuff like this before the sunrise. That's right. Music opens up dark gates in the mind. Machete, Taco Stain. You cannot see Little White Ferret. Go onto your thing and put see all chat. That's what I did last time. X-Rated 559. I might have to do it again because I want the collective. I'll let you know right now. Let me check it out real quick. So, cause I didn't see her earlier. We're on here. Let me go into it real quick and I'll let you know. Then we're gonna open up the panel. Get everybody in here. Let me see. Peaceful. Let me drop the link. Oh, here we go. Hopefully it goes through right here. If not, I might have to drop it on the post or drop it in Discord. Yeah, I went through. So the link is dropped for anybody who wants to come in. Go ahead and come on in. Let me check out Little White Ferret if I can see you over here. Now, hey, look, I cannot see Little White Ferret either. So what I'm gonna do, anybody on their phone, hit the little setting form, top messages, put it to all messages. Now I see you, Little White Ferret. So yeah, Taco, go to your settings and put all messages. And once I did that, Little White Ferret popped up on the collective live chat. What's up with it, Frank? What's up, X-Rated?
What's cracking, fellas?
What's up, man? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we hear
sir.
you.
All right.
Let me see. Give anyone else want to come in? We'll give it about a couple minutes. Yeah, so that's all you got to do, Taco. And that's what I did right now. Because when I came onto the collective live chat, I did not see Little White Ferret. But once I clicked it and I put all messages, she popped up on the live chat. Yeah, I should be tripping. I don't know.
How's it going?
It don't matter. It was good, man. Just right here chilling, Just wanted to get the collective in. But yeah, I'm cool. Just right here.
Hey, you know what's a good song about? Well, not a good song, but it is a good song about
Yeah.
death. It is is by the Cavaliers. Oh, where can my baby be? That oldies.
Oh, yeah. Let me read camping.
Yeah,
The Cavaliers.
yeah, the one that goes, oh, where can my baby be?
Oh yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I heard that one too.
Yeah, that's another death song, bro.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. There's a lot that came out later on. Let me see where come out, Baby Bean. We're gonna play it real quick, and anybody who wants to jump in on the chat with us, go ahead and jump in on the chat. Let me play this for us real quick. Oh, that one ain't it, is it?
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, okay. Oh, yeah, there we go.
My baby be, the Lord took her away from me.
Yeah, all
She's
school.
gone to heaven, so I got to be good, so I can see my baby when I leave this world. We were out on a date in my daddy's car. We hadn't driven very far. There in the road, straight ahead, the car was stalled, the engine was dead. I couldn't stop, so I swerved to the right. I'll never forget the sound that night, the crying tires, the busting glass, the painful scream that I heard last. Well, where can my baby be? The Lord took her away from me. She's gone to heaven, so I got to be good, so I can see my baby when I leave this world. Well, when I woke up, the rain was pouring down. There were people standing all around. Something warm running in my eyes, but I found my baby somehow that night. I raised her head and she smiled and said, hold me, darling, for a little while. I held her close, I kissed her our last kiss. I found the love that I knew I would miss. But now she's gone, even though I hold her tight. I lost my love, my life that night.
Yeah, man, that's a cold. Hey, you know what? Also, Frank, especially that one's kind of the beats picked up a little bit, but the ones that are like real slow and gloomy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, I know this one right here. Somebody said "Death of Angel" by Donald Woods. That's Peaceful Sasquatch. What's up with the taco stain? Hangman, good to have you guys on the panel with us.
What's up, gentlemen?
What's up? How do I sound?
And we can hear you. Sound good? You good? Let me see.
What's up? What's up? Hangman, thick guys excited.
Yeah, Taco always on board. What's up, Hangman?
Just right here chilling, man. Just waiting on that free taco for subscribing to Taco
Hey,
channel.
en serio, me too.
Yeah.
Lengua.
You want queso fresco? ¿Quieres queso fresco? That's right.
That's nasty, fool.
You don't like queso fresco?
Nasty, bro.
You don't want fresh cheese?
How about
That
Oh,
sounds worse.
That sounds worse. Hey, let me ask you a question, bro. Hey, do you guys like avocado with your tacos or not?
Fuck yeah,
Nah.
I'll take it.
yeah.
Today
Solid.
I had a pastor.
Nah, I don't.
And I threw a fucking fresh avocado on it, dude, and it was all good, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, I wouldn't like.
I hear what you're saying. Like, you know what?
Yeah.
Like, I get it. But, you know, I had them, you know, I already had ripe avocado, so I just threw it all over and shit, I took it down, you know?
That's right. Hey, green salsa or red salsa?
Today I had red.
Okay, but what's your favorite though? Like any one of you guys, the green or red?
It just
I
depends on
agree.
who makes it. I like them both, you know what I mean? But it's just all about like the recipe, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Simon. Yeah. What about you, ET?
Hottest one. Green's garbage. It's not even hot.
Oh yeah,
It
yeah,
depends where you get it from. It depends where you get it from, though.
yeah, that's
Nah,
facts.
really,
The red one is always the
you know
hottest
what?
one.
Because Yeah, I've ate some green one that was pretty good, but if it don't got that burn, I'm good. I can't fuck with it.
Hey,
There
you
ain't
see
look,
another
man.
day
There
when you're
ain't.
having your frog legs?
Yeah,
Were you dipping them frog legs in the fucking rojo salsa or what?
nah. I just had the regular the Louisiana hot sauce,
It's
the
like
Cajun
deep
hot
fried,
sauce.
Oh,
bro. Like
yeah.
it's deep fried,
Yeah,
right?
well, when you eat your octopus, like when they fry it like that, when they deep cook it, yeah, it's good to eat with that right there.
Gotcha.
That's a dope. That's a
Criscal
dope
or
song.
some
Yo, Manner, hell yeah. Oh shit, sing it, Frank. We're gonna sign you up for America Got Talent. That's right.
Hey, that's right, bro. Hey, Frank, hey, homie, like for real, bro. You have a good voice, homie. No homo shit, but for real, like when you just
Hey,
sling that
see,
like little thing.
hey, I'm gonna tell you guys something, but see, I know people think I bullshit, bro. I have a feeling people think I bullshit, but I was in like the choir from 3rd grade to 9th grade, bro. I was in the
Oh,
school choir,
nice.
Oh
and
shit,
and
that's right.
Yeah.
and the choir that I was in junior high, it was a competitive choir. So we used to compete against other choirs from other junior highs. And I met the girl from the Wonder Years, the Michaela, whatever her name is. I
Oh,
met
Whitney
her in
or
Yeah.
real
Whitney or
life.
something.
Winnie Cooper?
Yeah, she was in her choir, bro.
Yeah.
Like, she was competing against us.
Oh, wow.
And then when I was in Solano, I was in the oldies band, bro. We had an oldies band on the yard.
Oh
Hell
shit,
yeah.
that's right.
That's tight.
Hey,
That's
hey,
tight.
Ticas, did you try to get at Winnie or what?
Nah, bro. I mean, you know what it was? It was because, like I was already at that stage where I thought I was too cool. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
was gonna pretend extra hard not to talk to the bitch.
To look tight, huh?
Hey, Ticas, do you remember Denise the Grease?
Who?
Denise the Grease.
Who the hell's that?
No, I
She
don't.
was from the Wonder Years. When Kevin was like, he was a youngster, and then he got it. There was like these older people. They were in high school, and there was Denise the Grease, and I forgot her old man, but like Kevin was like the ear for Denise the Grease. But anyway, they were a couple of characters on
No, I don't remember,
on
bro.
that show. Yeah.
Nah, I don't remember that shit.
I'd have
Yo,
to
man,
go back. I
said,
mean, I'm sure I know, but I'd have to go back.
yeah, I had to go back. Yo, Manner said, I pick on my habaneros. Yeah, habaneros are the shit.
Or toreados, like when you like fry them, like to get them hotter.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Yo, Manner, you see, try Scotch. Man. Green words for my white devil tongue. Let me try to read all these. Yeah, oh yeah, that's what you're talking about. So I tried not choir, but they had a singing class when I was in elementary school, right? I remember they were doing this, so I just want to sing and shit. I went. They wanted you to say like la la la, go high and go low. Nah, hell no, I never heard back from them. hey, nah, cause look, I went in there and I just said it regular, la la la.
Right.
hey, and there was a couple kids in there, right? I heard them. I'm like, damn, I'm like in 3rd grade or something, 2nd grade. I'm like, damn, these little fools are singing like that. But yeah, man, I didn't cut it out, man, to try to be a singer. So when I heard NWA, when I first heard Eazy-E, when he dropped Easy Does It, I said, this is how I'm gonna express myself.
That's right.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Nah, for real.
Yeah, but yeah, man, shout out to everybody who got them vocal skills, man. Can't go wrong with that.
Hey man, listen. That's why I always say, bro. Like I always thank, I thank God for all the gifts He's given me, because, like, I no me muero de hambre. Like I wouldn't die of not being able to eat. I'm gonna find a way to hustle. I'll go in a bar and start singing. Fuck it, you know what I mean? For fucking money, fuck it. I'll do whatever, bro. But yeah, man. But you know what? Singing just takes practice, bro. It just takes. You gotta learn like just the vocal exercises, like how to hit the keys. Like once you learn how to hit the notes, you're good. You're good.
Hell yeah. Hey, Frank. Hey, Hangman, everybody. So one time I lost my voice, right? I was busting. I'm trying to sing, and I thought I had like a little raspy voice. I'm like, I can sing good now. My shit got better. Hey, because it sounded a little raspy, right? I'm like, hell yeah. And then, yeah, man, voice came back, and that was a rap.
Hey, was that you, Ticas?
Tika sound like you got a racetrack behind you. Was that a
Yeah, was that you,
motorcycle?
Ticas?
That's a fucking motorcycle, bro.
Yeah. Are you outside right now?
Yeah, I'm outside, bro.
All right. Yeah, I figured that.
How's the weather, Tika?
Man, it started to rain, so it's kind of cool.
Nice. Feels good though, no?
Yeah, but it's like cool, but like a
Muggy.
cool summer night back in Cali.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Monsoon.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like it's like humid out there.
Right now, nah, because it already rained.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just
So it
kinda-
dropped
it's just
everything.
kinda like it's just nice and chill. Like it's chilly right now.
Right.
Oh yeah.
I can't stand the humidity though. It sounds like you deal with that a lot over
right
there.
before it rains, bro. Fuck, it gets real humid. But then after it has already rained, it's gone, bro.
Right, yeah. All the refreshing water from the ocean coming through the clouds down to the earth. That's right.
Yeah, we got lots of lakes and rivers, bro. And then we're close to the ocean as well.
Oh, shit.
Hey, we're
That's nice.
gonna have a what is it called? El Super Nino.
It's
Right.
already happening, bro. But I mean, it's so here's my thing, man. So like with the whole fucking climate change thing, but I don't want to get off topic because I do want to talk more about like songs and shit. Like,
Oh, okay, yeah.
especially those type of songs, man. So let's talk about the songs. So hey, I think that music, you know what? Today's topic, I was going to talk a little bit about that, but it kind of derailed. But I was going to talk about how music plays a part sometimes. You know what I mean? Like there are songs that take you back to specific moments in time, bro.
Yeah.
There are songs that like when you hear them, you're like, oh fuck, I remember that. Like I remember you remember who you were with.
Yeah.
You might even remember what you were wearing, bro. I mean, so I think that music, like certain songs are like time capsules. So if you've got songs where, they touch you, whatever, and it's talking about death, right? And you're in a depressed state, you especially, I mean, and if you think about it, like when these songs came out, this was like Great Depression time, bro.
Yeah.
So a lot of people lost all their shit, man, and there were even people that sold their children during that time. So it was hard times. So you hear a song like this, it's like fuck, I'm gone. Estuvo. You know what I mean? That's how I see it. I don't know what you guys think.
For me,
What do you think? Hey man, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry about that. For me, nostalgically, it's 80s. 80s music is what I remember. I remember like, just I feel like I was a peculiar child. And I could just like remember my mom vacuuming the house, getting down, dancing to some of the pop 80s and shit like that. But definitely it's 80s for me. Like oldies, like reminds me of my dad. My dad liked to bump the oldies but goodies. And the oldies reminds me of my pops. But just hearing all the old school 80s. You guys can check the channel out. I have a long list of 80s. I think you guys really enjoy it if you like 80s. But yeah, man, 80s is what takes me back. For me, 80s are the oldies for me. That's what takes me back and makes me reminisce. And man, I just love the 80s. I'm an 80s baby all day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's right.
What about you, X-Rated?
Oh yeah, like yeah, bro. Like for real, like how Frank said, like for real, like when you hear a fucking song, bro, and it's like you heard it, like or you were with somebody, and it's like, dang, you're reminiscing. And it's like, oh shit, like, but it's a good reminisce. Like I was like, oh yeah, I remember that, and it's a good song.
Oh yeah, I remember that shit.
Yeah, I remember that shit. Yeah. But it's a good reminisce though for sure.
What about you, Taco? Taco.
What's
I
up,
was
man?
busy.
Yeah, hold on, man.
All
Catch
right,
the
yeah, go
question.
ahead.
My bad.
All right.
My bad.
Yeah, I believe the same thing. 'Cause a lot of songs, though, man. Songs from way back, man. I love them songs from the 30s, 40s. I love classical music. Also, I love operas. I also love opera, man, because
Hey,
sometimes
that would be cool.
some opera songs like Saint songs, a lot of them are tight, man. You just listen to it. It takes me into a zone.
The thing about operas, bro, is that they play a lot in many of them play a lot into like the Greek tragedies.
Yes,
No,
yes.
so you get a lot of like that Greek mysticism, like like their belief system, like the gods and shit. But and you know how all of that has symbolic meaning as well. So
Yeah,
I think that's what makes them great. Like
yeah,
I
yeah.
I enjoy operas too, bro.
You know what I love about it, especially when the women they hit them, when they do that. Wow, that shit. I mean, that shit just hits me a certain way. And
That note,
I
Yeah,
love,
the crescent, the
yeah,
crescendos. Yeah.
yes. I also love the crooners from the 1930s, 1940s. But if we come modern, like Hangman said, 80s. I was born. Yeah, I mean, I grew up in the 80s. I was
It's
born in
like
'80, so
it's like
yeah,
if you guys look up, for example, the castrati or the castrato. So the castratos were, in plural, it's castrati, and they were singers that when they were very young, Italian singers, they were castrated to reach like the higher notes. And there were like rumors that they had done that to Michael Jackson, like that Michael Jackson was like a castrati. I don't believe that shit.
yeah. I
But
heard
but
that too. Yeah,
yeah, but the castrati, there was the last castrati, I think, died like in 1950 something. Like he was still singing. But yeah, that was like a practice that they had. Like they would castrate young boys so that they can continue singing like falsettos, like you know what I mean, and
Fruitcakes.
have those high notes.
yeah, hell yeah, man. So, excuse me. So if they're castrated, they're not gonna they probably thought they're not gonna waste that energy, their creative energy, because Napoleon Hill talks about that also, the sexual energy. It's not a
Yeah,
bad thing. So instead of that, they're gonna exercise and they're gonna communicate that sexual energy into their
into their
craft.
singing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to their singing. And yeah, but damn, that's crazy. They're gonna do that to them, you know?
yeah,
That's a trip. Because there's some humans that are just very disciplined and they know how to transmute that
yes,
sexual energy into their craft. And that's a lot of great works are created anyway, whether it's someone who writes books, writes philosophy, sings great songs, writes great songs. But damn, imagine that.
yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
But
That's crazy.
there's like a lot of myths and stuff around music. Like for
Yes.
example, the Stradivarius, the Devil's Violin.
Yeah.
You heard of
Beautiful.
that?
Yeah, I think I
Beautiful.
know this one. I played it a few times on my
Yeah, so there's like a lot of things that have to do with like spiritualism
Yeah.
and music,
Hey,
man.
like, did you guys ever hear about that? Like, okay, when you have like that vinyl thing and then we play it backwards, they have has a like a meaning or satanic shit like that.
I
Subliminal
don't know.
Yeah,
messages.
it's
Yeah, I
subliminal.
don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's satanic. I mean, it's just I don't know. You call it something
well,
else.
there's
That's
some
what.
songs
Well,
that say Satan and all that shit. Like when you play
yeah,
it
yeah, but
backwards, but
really, a lot of people who created that were people in certain like
faster.
or some bumping and shit. You have
A
to look
lot of it,
about the people who portrayed it.
a lot of it was done like as a publicity stunt,
Yeah,
and then a lot of it was just fucking that the satanic panic that occurs
panic.
every
Yeah,
now and then.
Oh yeah, yep, I remember that.
that's back when everybody wanted to have a scapegoat. It's like look what they do with the exposed to movement. They scapegoat us. Everything we do. I mean, so it's the
Oh
same
yeah, that's
shit.
what they
But
say.
look,
Yep.
like a lot of classical music, a lot of it was written like in the name of like God, and a lot of it was, and a lot of good music has came from a lot of them singers. Like I know this one right here. If you guys ever heard it, let me find it. It's very popular.
It's Fosco, right?
Yeah, Foss. The Divine Comedy.
As far as the picture goes, yeah. Like I could sit in the room and just listen to it and study real good. That's the violin sonata in G minor.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. I listen to so many different operas. To me, what they're saying, whatever. I just love the way it vibes within me.
Tartini, violin, sonata in G, right? Something like that.
Yeah, G minor. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've actually been exploring that a little bit, and I enjoy it. You know, I just remember hearing that as a child in different settings, perhaps in a movie or even a cartoon. And you know, like as a man now, I hear that, I'm like, man, this is some beautiful music, man. It's fucking awesome. You know?
Hey, Taco Stain, we're talking about, I mean, the conversation was about music that was related to death, but now we're talking more about like what music makes you think, or like what
How does it make you feel?
What type of music do you feel the most, like, you know, and why? That's what we're talking
I believe that like the classical music, like the
Any kind of music.
played,
any kind.
well, I'm just saying, yeah, but like the classical music that's very mathematical, I think that it does your brain, that makes you think, or makes you feel at ease, like you're saying. Like he just said that he could listen to that and study because it's like a nice violin, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like a bunch of bass and hats and claps and you know what I'm saying? It's just like relaxing music. You know, I always felt that music is mathematical. So however you want to feel that day is the music that you're going to put on. But if you put on some classical music, it's probably going to make you relax. It makes me relax. It's like it's kind of relaxing, but sometimes it's like sad music. It's like, you know, it brings you back to that point to where either you first heard it or it's just like an emotion that you feel when you hear the music. So it's like, you know, to me, it's like mathematical, subconscious feelings because the vibes and the sounds that you hear is going to make you feel a certain way. I don't know. People call it chakra, you know, but I don't know if, you know, if that's pretty real. Like low frequency and high frequency, you know,
vibration.
I don't know. Yeah, all that vibration and how you feel, but that's how I feel.
Yeah, music's a universal language.
Oh, hell yeah.
No Dice Media.
Oh yeah.
I love Baroque opera, old school Italian. Hey, No Dice Media Baroque. It's real good music to use, like in the background, real low if you're studying. Some people cannot study with externalized music or sounds. Sometimes I can. I love solitude when I used to study, because I hear myself talking and shit. But Baroque is real good with for that. They say Frankie goes, nah, Joker is still alive.
For example, like I there's like, you know, there's all kinds of music that I like, bro. But like sometimes I'll even listen to like the fucking Gypsy Kings. Like there's a song by the Gypsy Kings called Jovi Jova. That's a badass song, bro.
Oh yeah.
You know, but it's one of those songs where it's like, you know, I just gotta be like in the mood to fucking to get pumped up, you know. And it's a good fucking song. But it's like just the guitars, bro. Like the way they play the guitars, the acoustic guitars, them Gypsy Kings, that just sounds crazy.
The Little White Fairy said, I can listen to that stuff, but hip hop is what gets me studying. That's right. Most of the albums I have, most of the albums I own have satanic messages when you play them forward. That's for AJ Slaughter. That was tight right there.
Damn.
Let me see, Little White Fairy, mag, I'm on it and just can't use it. Jason, death metal, man. You know what? Nah, I can't listen to death metal personally.
Yeah, I mean neither.
Yeah,
Screaming, I mean, I like the guitar riff, the high tempo, you know, but like, I mean, some songs are cool, but You know, I like punk
Yeah.
rock, which is like it's not too far from it, but it just slowed down a little bit. You know, but I feel like music is just a bunch of emotions put to an instrumental. And if there's no emotions to the instrumental, it's the instrumental itself that's giving off its emotions, right? Like the classical music, you know, there's no words to it. It's just however you feel to the sounds and the, you know, like Tika said, the vibrations and whatever. I don't know, man. That's like a deep, deep thought for me. For me, my bad. My bad.
Look at Taco. No, I understand what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
you start
Taco, for
thinking
real.
about it. Yeah, dude,
Nah, bro, for real,
the
'cause-
music means a lot to me. It means a lot
Yeah.
to me. So like, I start to deep dive into it, and especially with the genres, you know.
Hey, Taco, what's one song
Yeah.
that you're like, man, this song is maybe I don't know, it could be your favorite, but or the song that you feel like when you hear it, like man, it just stirs you all up inside. Like, which song is that? Like, what do you feel when you hear it?
Man.
A song that I like is many, but a song that I love is few. So it's like I got so much music in my head that I like that I can't just pick one out, right?
Okay.
But the type of music that I want to hear that gets me like going is that fucking bass shit, the hyphy shit, mob music from the Bay Area. You know what I'm saying? Because I grew up here in Northern California. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's what I grew up on. That's what you know what I'm saying. But I grew up on oldies and funk and some rock here and there. But the staple that I grew up on was some motherfucking Bay music. So
Hey, what's up,
that's yeah. Gets me.
And we got
Hypey
Peaceful
shit.
Sasquatch. What's up, Sasquatch?
Hey, what's up, Peaceful?
Always cracking Peaceful.
Hell yeah, people. Hell yeah. Hey man, the artiste. That folk is down. So does Tikas, man. Whew. Y'all get
It's a
down, man.
It's a trip
For
because, like,
real.
you know, like I told you guys before, I grew up in Santa Fe Springs, and you know, right next to me was a town called Norwalk, and some of you guys probably know, but there's a neighborhood right there called PVN, and every time I hear Sasquatch, Peaceful, reminds me of.
Oh yeah. What are you talking
Yeah.
about? Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's like every time I hear it, I'm like, damn, dude, and there's a whole lot of history with me and the homies that I grew up, so it just brings back a lot of memories, good and bad, but it's all good, you know what I mean? Because I'm grown now, you know what I'm saying?
That's right. Hey, Hangman. Hey, let me ask you. Did they close the Santa Fe swap meet or not?
Dale. No, that's there to stay,
No?
brother. Hey, what you
Oh,
see
shit,
right
Oh, it's
now,
still
like,
there.
you know, what you see right now, like all the partying, that wasn't there when I was a youngster, bro. That started happening probably like 5-6 years ago. When I was a kid, the swap meet's always been there,
that's
but all
recent.
the
That's
partying,
recent.
the bolo, that's just been
Yeah,
going
yeah.
on for like
Hey,
5
but
years.
you know what trips me out, bro? I'm gonna be honest with you. What trips me out is that you still have people like that straight up dressed that are dressed down. Like
Yeah.
you don't
Well, you
see
know what?
that.
You know,
You don't see you
Yeah.
don't see many people dressed
That
down
shit
like
looks
that.
clean
well,
too. Yeah, it
check it
looks
out, think about
clean, bro.
check it out. I've even seen like you know, on podcasters, you know, like, you know, people are going there and they're getting dressed down because they're kind of just dressing in costumes, brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was
So,
gonna just
Yeah.
tell you that's a
Yeah,
costume.
that's
That's a costume
Cosplay
now.
They wanna
there's some
cosplay.
OGs, there's
for
some
the
OGs
camera.
right there, but there's some people that are right there, like they're just, you know, getting dressed up
Yeah.
just because I'm just.
Yeah.
And there's OGs that are like, dude, that ain't cool, man. Like, we died for that shit. And you guys are over there just fucking having fun with it.
playing the part.
I
Yeah.
get it. I
Yeah.
get it. You know
Playing
what I
the
mean?
part. That's right.
Um,
That's
Yeah,
right.
no, exactly, Taco. There's a lot of people playing the
But
part over there. And,
I have seen
Yeah,
some
X
older
Rated said
people
that.
there. I do have seen some like older dudes, like
oh yeah, no, like I said, there's some OGs there for sure. You
Yeah.
know, and there also is a lot of OGs that are like, hey, these guys are over there just dressing up like costumes.
Yeah, like
and
cosplay.
acting like,
But
you
you
know,
know
like
what,
it ain't
bro?
nothing, but
See,
people die for
look,
that shit.
yeah, but you know what? So
Yeah.
that's once again, I mean, I remember growing up, a lot of people dressed gangster, and sometimes they weren't even in the gang. It was just
For
Yeah.
sure.
style,
For
you
sure.
know what
Yeah,
I mean?
facts.
That was
Yeah.
Style.
probably half of them. Probably half the people, you know.
Yeah, and that's
Hey,
why
but
they would always get jumped and robbed and shit.
Yeah,
Right. No, for sure.
because they're not
For
about
sure.
that business. They're not about that life.
Straight up.
They
yeah,
were targets,
I-
bro.
I
Like, straight
concur.
up.
yeah.
Concur.
I mean, I remember if you crease your pants, you meant it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just like crease your pants to look cool. If you crease your pants, homie, back in the days when I was growing
Hey,
up with all the old school homies, if you creased it, that shit meant something, bro. Not,
Hey,
not to look good, it's because you
you know,
fucking,
hey,
you
fool,
know,
you know what I used to hate, Taco, is when I would.
what's that?
I mean, you did it because you did it, but I used to hate to put the 3 creases on the back of my shirt. Fuck.
I only
Ah,
put 2.
yeah,
I only did
yeah,
2.
put two, bro. We did two around here, bro.
I've
You was
only put
thugging
2,
back then,
homie.
The ones that did
You
three
do
was
too many, it
thugging.
looks
That's
like a
right.
police officer shit.
Yeah, I was gonna just say that. Peaceful. Hey, peaceful. I was gonna just say that right now, man. That's like the sheriffs be having
I
that
think, yeah, but
shit.
Yeah.
that's what it was.
Yeah.
It was like a straight replica of that shit.
Yeah, I only did
That's
2.
what it
Yeah,
I only did 2
that's
on
too
my
much.
shit.
Yeah, the whole
Yeah.
2 lines down to your shoes and shit, bro. That shit look
All,
fly.
all due respect, I wanted to ask Peaceful, Mr. Peaceful Sasquatch, a question.
Yeah. Well,
Hey,
what's
Peaceful.
up, Hangman?
So, like, I wanted to ask you, you know, because, you know, I feel that, you know, I call guys like you our northern brothers because, like, us Mexicano Chicano, you know, we're more from the like the Mexica tribe, the Aztec tribe.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah,
the
sure.
way I see it, Peaceful, is that, like, you know, like there's pit bulls, right? There's red nose, there's blue nose, there's brindle.
Mhm.
I feel like
Mhm.
I call you guys northern brothers. I feel like the northern brothers are northern primos, our northern cousins. I mean, there's so many
Yeah.
of the northern Native Americans that look just like us, and vice versa.
Oh
We look
yeah,
like you. I
oh
feel like we're all the same, but just from different areas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
What
I
are your
mean,
thoughts?
that's
What are your thoughts on what I just said? Like, you know, I mean, are we that much different? Are we the same? Are we cousins? What are your thoughts?
well, I think
Are we
that
cool? Are we cool?
what I always say, the main difference for me is the colonizers.
Yeah,
You know,
right.
you guys were
yeah.
colonized by the Spanish, and up here we were colonized by French and British.
I agree.
You know,
Mhm.
so that's really to me where the separation happened. You know, before that, you know, those of us that came from the indigenous people, you know, we were all indigenous. We all, you know, what every different tribe, you know, we all had our own cultures, including all of your guys' ancestors. You know, you guys all had tribes and cultures and languages before Spanish. You know, and so to me, that's the difference. The
Natives,
colonizers.
all native to the land. It doesn't
You know,
matter. They call it the frontera, though. See,
yeah,
that's where people get this screwed up. Is like past Mexico, that's the frontera, right? So up here in America, it's not any
Yeah, but you
different
know,
from
but
what
I
it
mean, back
was.
in the day, like
Yeah, but
pre-white
like,
man, though, everybody was
oh
going
right,
up and
yeah,
down. You know, like
yeah,
there
yep,
was no border there.
you know what I think the
yep,
difference
exactly,
is? You
exactly.
know what I think the difference is? Like, at least to me, like the more like visible one is the fact that, you know, the indigenous people from like Hangman said, from up north, you know, all of your tribes, you guys stayed rooted in the tradition. Like, you know, you kept like that
Yes.
fear, like you held on to it. You didn't compromise it. I mean,
Some
you
of
know,
it.
you suffered
Yeah.
loss, you suffered, you know, illness, you suffered it all, but you kept the root, you know, you kept the root
Yep.
of it all. And I think that that's where
Yeah,
a lot of us, not all of us, have like a clear understanding of the, you know, our roots, because I think the colonization that happened with us was not
yeah.
just the raping and pillaging, but it was also the indoctrination and becoming
Hmm.
so
Right.
indoctrinated in a belief system that robbed us of our identity.
Hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree with that. And then when I look in more modern times, like when I, study about the Chicano movement and the things that everybody was dealing with, it's not that different from in Indian country. You might be surprised that. I mean, I can only speak for my own tribe, and I don't speak for the whole tribe. But there's a lot of inner fighting, and even
Oh yeah.
take like half breeds, half white, half native, are looked at differently, and even down to like
Colorism. There's
the natives,
colorism.
the natives that live on the res and the natives that live in the city, they look at the city
Concrete
Indians,
Indians.
as not real, and the
Concrete
city Indians are
Indians.
like
Yeah.
trying as much as they can to be involved in their culture. But so I've always looked at Mexicans and every brown people from North and South America as at one time we all had our own cultures, and
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
we just went through different things to get where we are now.
The poisons that they kill us. You feel me, Sasquatch? The poison that they try to put into the, I don't know, you can say bloodline, or you can say heritage, or you can say cultural. Either way, it has it.
You can say smallpox.
Yeah, straight up.
Hey, Taco.
Yeah.
Remember, Taco?
What's-
A human is a spliced creature. So where you go from there? Where do you go from there? If humans were really spliced, where do we go from there? We'll see
It's all
later.
about knowledge. It's all about knowledge at that point.
No, I'm just saying. Hey, shout out, hey, peaceful man. Hey, I like what you guys are talking about right now, Frank. Peaceful man. Hey, man. Oh yeah.
That's
I mean, I remember growing up, and I went to, like, my high school was pretty multicultural, multi-ethnic, and because I grew up in the city, and I would sometimes meet Hispanic kids or Mexican kids, and there's often been like some kind of butting of heads. I don't know how to put it, but
I understand.
I would always try to talk to them
Yeah.
and tell and get my point across that, at one time we were more alike, than
Yeah.
different.
No,
But I mean, everybody
I went
it's
through
different
that
where you
shit.
grow up too.
Yeah, straight up. No, because where I'm from, there's a lot of natives up here, and I don't know exactly what you're talking about, homie. Even though you're over
Yeah.
there, I'm up here because we got a lot of pomos, and it's a beautiful culture, man. And they say they've been here for a long, long, long time.
Hey,
But
Sasquatch, like, honestly, bro, like I look at you and you literally could look like a cousin of mine, a brother of mine, straight up.
right.
You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
right.
no
Hey,
doubt
for
about it,
real.
No,
He is.
you know
He
what's
is a
really
brother.
what was really cool. I was listening to the ladies of Exposed Tube the other night on their live, and it felt like listening to my cousins and my aunties.
right.
Like just
Right on.
just
Yeah.
everything
Hell yeah.
about it. It was very
That's right.
familiar.
We're family,
Yeah.
brother. And
Yeah,
for sure.
what bothers me sometimes when because a lot of people they look at me like I'm a North American Indian. I have a ponytail, and so they
Mhm.
think that just because of that they're like, are you Indian? And I'm like, well, I'm native. I'm Chicano. I'm all Mexicans are native. This is indigenous land. Yeah. But they look at me like a North American Indian. You know what I mean?
Right,
And
right.
Yeah.
No, I mean I get that too though. Like I get people when I tell them I'm
It's
native,
that
and
separation,
they're
though.
like, "Well,
You know?
you don't look Indian," and I'm like, "What? Do I need some braids or something? To
For
look
real.
the
What
way
the
that you want me to?" You, but hey, I gotta say, as a native, like it took me many years to be able to grow a mustache.
Yeah.
Real nice facial hair. Like it comes in all patchy.
That's right.
Like It took me
Yeah.
a long
They getting
time.
patched up and shit too.
Hey, because you don't got that much Spaniard blood in you, though. If you think about it,
Right.
you don't got that
Yeah,
much
but
Spaniard
we
blood
still
because,
got
like,
we got
my,
French blood too from way back. Like my
yeah,
grandma, she had French in her from who knows how
right,
far back, you know.
Shout out to the
right, right.
French.
You know what?
I cannot grow a full beard.
Hey, I can't
Years
either.
ago, years ago, Sasquatch, you know, like I would say about maybe 8 years ago, you know, I was talking with my good friend Jose Guarte. He's a great friend of mine, and you know, we were talking, you know, having some drinks, and I was like, yeah, man, like, you know, I wish I knew Spanish, and he's like, hey, Fernando, don't worry about it, bro. Like, that's not even your native language. Like, what do you mean? And I didn't know this because I was ignorant to it, you know. And he was like, hey, man, like, that's Spaniard, like, you know, that
Yeah.
was our invaders' language. Like, you if you want to know your native language, you want to know Nahua, you know what I mean? And
Yeah, no.
and I was like, what? And so once he told me about that, like I said, this was about 8 to 10 years ago, and so I started doing a lot of research on you know on our roots and stuff like that. And you know when I schooled myself, I started to get a little bit angry, you know, like, what the hell, like, what's going on, this and that. But since then,
Yep.
like, honestly,
Oh,
like
yeah.
a couple years ago, like, I've
The
calmed
rabbit
down
hole.
and just kind of just to understand the reality of the facts, and I get it, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? And I
yeah,
didn't want to live angry, you know what I mean? And I would talk to my
Yeah.
yeah,
mom, my aunts, my family. They'd be like, man, you're getting all pissed off, all angry. I'm like, well, somebody has to get angry, god damn it, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but like since then, like, I've actually really calmed down. I understand the reality, and I'm good with it now. It just is how it is. You know, I'm not happy with what happened, but it happened, and you know, I'm not going to live in the past, and I'm just going to, you know, move forward and try to do what's
Yeah.
right. But I'll
Yeah.
never
That's
forget
all
what
you could
happened.
do.
That's the damn sure, you know?
Yeah, that's all you could do.
Mhm.
Because look, just say that you went out and you learned Nawa and all that 100%. You're not going to be able to communicate with nobody. Maybe like
Right.
a couple of
For
people. No,
real,
you're not.
facts.
No,
With
no,
Johnny,
being
with
straight
Johnny
up.
Ratas.
No,
100%.
no, listen, no,
Stop
I'm being
listening
straight
to
up.
this.
No, listen, no, what I'm saying is like Spanish, it's like everybody, a lot of people know Spanish. But if I were to learn like a native language, whatever, you know, I think I'm spliced with animal DNA anyway. So if I were to learn how to howl and shit, right?
That's right. Splice on the motherfucker. In there.
Yeah.
Remember that Johnny's Portuguese, white, and Mexican mixed with DNA.
Ah, so he's a
Oh
dog.
yeah,
He's a
DNA
mutt.
romance.
Yeah, he's a dog.
That's
He's a
what,
mutt.
what Johnny got going on is actually a rat language. So
Yeah, that's what it
fuck
is.
yeah.
See, look,
That's facts.
look, the DNA that Johnny Ratas is spliced with is rodents. He's
Yeah,
spliced with the rodent DNA. No, but
He
look, what I'm
changed the
saying,
hantavirus.
Hey, and
That fool's the creator.
not just rodent, it's also marsupial because he's got that pouch.
oh,
Marsupial.
yeah, the
Get
pouch.
that fucking pouch. That's it. Fuck.
Hey, either way, he's a dog. He's a mutt, and that's that.
right.
Talking.
Oh, look, man, look. Well, here's the thing. If humans were really, I mean, they have a thing called CRISPR. If you're to get any of our DNAs, give it a CRISPR, they'll show that our DNA has been spliced. I don't know spliced, but what? I don't know. I mean, I don't know what. It can be anything. I'm just saying,
So
just
you
put
think-
animal out
So
there.
you're saying that we were created from other on the
No, I don't know
earth, or
Yeah. I don't know about other animals, but it goes back
like
to
the missing link? The missing link, right?
Have you guys seen the movie Prometheus?
No, I know about
Oh,
Prometheus,
yeah,
but I
yeah.
haven't seen the movie though.
I seen
Okay,
that.
well,
That shit was pretty cool.
Prometheus but it's based on the Alien movies. You know the Alien movies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the
So-
origin
yeah,
story
so-
of aliens.
But
Yeah,
but at the beginning, the very beginning of the movie, you don't even have to watch the whole thing. You just watch.
Oh
the
yeah, I know.
It
I think
shows
I'll tell
the
ya.
splicing of two beings. Like one of those beings drinks this liquid that's full of DNA, and it decomposes, but then it becomes like a whole different beast. So
Oh,
it's
shit.
like so it's like a
Yeah.
splicing thing, man.
And it pushes the earth because he did it over like a waterfall.
Yeah, well, if you go back
know.
to Zachariah
The earth
Sitchin
is-
and all them, Zachariah Sitchin and them, they'll tell you how who mankind's considered the gods, right? According to them, when they came down, they wanted people to bear the weight. So they doing experiments and they spliced and they created the human, and we're all
The
supposed to be the
Anunnaki?
slaves. Yeah, the
Yeah,
Anunnakis
the
and us
Anunnaki.
humans. But they said we could be spliced in the DNA of what they would call the gods. You know what I mean? Whatever they are. So
Oh yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So
entities.
if you go to CRISPR would show that our DNA has been spliced from what? I don't know. I mean, I just clown when I say
From
certain things, but
aliens.
I don't know. Yeah, well, I mean,
No, I feel you.
whatever.
Nah, yeah, that's like the whole missing link theory, like we don't know where we came from, but we did come supposedly from and the Zechariah extinction theories that the Neanderthals got spliced with the Anunnaki blood to make, and that's the whole, the angels came down from heaven and they looked at the women and they're like, oh man, they look good. I'm gonna make some babies with them, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I mean,
Right, you're
yeah,
getting into the book of
I
Enoch
believe
now.
that. I really do, though. I really do believe that. Yeah, the
Yeah, I
Nephilim,
mean,
the
yeah,
whole
when you go back
Planet
to the
X
book of
theory.
Enoch,
Yeah,
you can go to Planet X and all that shit. But all I know is if you go to CRISPR, it's gonna show that our DNA has been spliced somewhere, somehow. And I don't know where humanity came with division. I don't know where. I wish I was there to
Ooh.
know. When they came with division,
right.
they made tribes, and that's how humanity became differentiated from each other. And they became tribes. They went off to one land, the other land, and learning different languages. And
Right.
it
So
got
let
us
me ask you this, ET. Let me ask you this. So you say you believe Earth. Do you believe in Pangea?
and what?
Pangea, when the whole continent was one big continent on the Earth and it started, right?
Oh man, I don't know, man. I can't. I got nothing to say about that shit. But I know I don't got nothing to say about that shit. I mean, it don't matter if it was one big continent at one time or not. Because look, the sea raises. The sea has risen, and it shows that
Yep.
everything's connected regardless. The sea was
Hey,
way
so
low before.
so here's the thing, bro. So we've kind of talked about this before, but I'm just going to mention it again. So according to, and I'm just going to use the Judeo-Christian tradition only to outline something that a lot of other tribes and peoples kind of believe, right? So supposedly there was that one crucial Tower of Babel event, right?
Yeah.
Like if you look into that tradition, where all the people were one, but that one event split everyone, and then they were forced to kind of they were forced to speak like different languages. All
And
of
they
a
all started
sudden,
talking different languages.
yeah, and then they moved out. I honestly think that when humans, whenever it was, you can call it spliced, we can call it, they were finally put on Earth, Adam and Eve and the whole traditional story, whatever, however you want to look at it. But when humans started procreating, that's when it became an issue where they had people started finding other places to live, because once you have a family of 20 people, 30 people, 50 people, bro, you know how much land you need? How many resources you need to sustain so many people? So that, especially if you're a settler, if you're the type to settle houses, you don't move around on the land. You're not a nomad, right? So, but some people were forced to be nomads, because what happens, the main settlers are always the strongest. They're always the strongest of the race. They're always the strongest of the tribe, and they push out the weak. So then the weak had to go out, and they're the ones that had to adapt to wherever they were going. That's how I see it, bro.
It's like migration, though. Everybody migrates. Huh?
Hold on. You know what'd be funny? Hold on. Let me find it real quick, right? Hold on. Let me find it. No, this is funny. Hold on. This is gonna be some real Twilight Zone shit, right? That's like if 30 seconds later we all started talking different languages and know nothing with each other anymore.
Right?
We'd have to join
Holy
discourses
shit.
with
Holy shit. Hey,
Everybody,
that's
hey,
why sign language is universal, bro. Sign
I know,
language
but
is universal.
and then look, we start reading the chat, and everybody that's chatting right now is different language.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
I call it nice.
fuck. Hey, hold on. Hey, we got Mike Morello coming on with us now. What's up with it,
What's up,
Mike?
man?
Hey, Mad Dog, what's up? Going
What's
away.
cracking?
So, Mike,
What's cracking, Mike?
And then,
What's going on, guys?
Hey,
Hey,
Spider
good
Mike,
What's
how you
man,
doing
happening?
tonight, brother?
just
Happy
talent.
evening, late Sunday, early morning.
Hey,
That's
that's right.
right.
Yeah,
Mhm,
We got
yeah.
to day
mhm.
off tomorrow.
I was just settling in.
Nice,
Hell
nice.
That's
yeah.
right.
That's right.
Welcome, brother.
Yeah, yeah. I was listening to music earlier. Yeah, you guys are bumping it. Some
Yeah,
Rafi
every
Patan.
Sunday, yeah. Every
Yeah, that's
Sunday
right.
we do the oldie show. Every Sunday.
Yeah,
Probably some
Oh
good as
yeah.
oldies.
Shit, yeah.
Rafi
Yeah,
Patan. Some
yeah,
Leodan.
everybody's in there. Yeah, every time we do it, man, just drop your request, man. I try to get everything I could. We always get shut down like one time, then always bounce back, close out and everything.
Yeah.
Jay Slaughter. Let me see. I got the link right there. Anybody else want to jump on with us? Let me put it on right now.
Man, when's Jake
Hey,
and
hey,
Pilgrim?
I was trying to get on through the link that you gave me last time. I don't know,
Oh
like,
no. Yeah, it's always gonna
it
be a different
changes.
link. Yeah,
Yeah.
it changes all the time. Hey Mike, I just send you the server link in the Discord. So when you go into the chat with us, just hit the server and you'll be right there with the chat with everybody in there.
okay, let me open it back up because the thing
Yeah.
I sent some earlier. I logged on to the Discord and then I go here. I'm sending like a test. I don't know if it's on or if it's logged in. I don't see nobody here, but let me see. Let me open it back up. Let's see. Figure out what I'm doing. Okay, Discord.
Yeah, go back to the
Let's see.
chat and then
There we go.
it says go to server and then you just go in there and you'll be in there right now.
Let's see.
Hey, Sasquatch. Hey, bro, I feel you, bro. I hella feel you, though, because where I'm from, every time I meet a Mexicano, they always think I'm native and shit, just because how I look and my size and shit, for real.
yeah.
And they'll try
You
to
know, but
talk to me in
speaking of,
English. Yeah, they'll try
yeah,
to talk to me in English. I'll reply in Spanish because I know they're speaking broken English, and it's easier for me to communicate with them in their own language, right?
yeah,
And they'll just like
yeah,
they'll look at me like all shocked, like, "Oh my god, you know my language?" It's like,
yeah.
"Fuck,
But you
bro."
know,
And I kind of feel
where we
that.
come from,
Huh? My bad. Go
I was
ahead.
just gonna say, speaking of where we come from, and you know, I have no idea, but
Oh
my
yeah.
mom did one of those DNA ancestry tests, a blood test or
Oh
whatever,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
to see what it would say, you know, and it came back and said that she's Mongolian.
Oh
Oh, for
wow.
real?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I
Oh
mean,
Hey, but
wow. That's
isn't
like
that
you know,
some?
they
Asia. That's from Asia.
talk about that
Yeah.
the
Yeah, that's what I'm
That,
language and
saying.
but
everything.
Oh
but you know,
wow.
to me, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Right.
and if you look
The
at
whole
like nomadic
migration.
Mongolians,
Yes.
a lot of
The whole
a lot
migration
of the
Look,
theory.
culture is
look,
similar.
the horse
Yeah.
culture. Look, riding horses and being able to shoot arrows while you're atop
Yeah,
of a horse, that's a
hmm
Mongolian skill.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
Word.
I hear you about that, Sasquatch. I mean, you know, I mean, does it necessarily mean that, like, you know, like your bloodline came from all the way over there, or do they come from over here? Um, you know, also too, horses, they were introduced to the Americans through the Europeans, from what I understand. Like, there's a whole lot
Mhm.
of questions about that. You know what I mean? Like, who comes from where? Who was first? There's a whole lot of talk about like everything came from, you know, like Africa, the other side of the world. And I
Right.
have a hard time believing that, you know, because I feel that our people over
No, yeah,
here have been rooted over here like since day one, especially like with the Hopi. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
it's you
Yeah, and
know,
I mean, who's to say there
exactly.
wasn't multi-genesis, you
Who's
know,
to say? Who's to
happening?
say?
You know,
That's right.
yeah,
And you know, like I think it's all about his story. You know, people who conquered, they write the book. You know, everybody says it's from over there, but I don't necessarily believe that, honestly. You know what I mean?
right,
I
yeah,
think what has transpired over here has been a beautiful thing. You know, with our northern brothers, our southern brothers. Beautiful things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I agree, man.
You know what's sad? Too many lies throughout trees and whatnot. It's hard to believe what's true. You know, and that's what's beautiful
Yeah.
about like the indigenous and native cultures, that they keep their traditions and they keep their stories sacred, and they speak of other. You know, they don't really try to give
Yeah.
too much
Yeah.
game.
There's
You
a
know what
lot
I'm
of
saying?
stuff that has been lost though too.
Yeah,
That
hell
can
yeah.
never be
You
brought
know,
back.
uh,
You know, like
it's been burned.
for my tribe, we even our language, we never had a written language. It was an oral language that was passed down
Yeah, yeah.
by
Same up here
using the
too.
language,
Yep.
and
You know,
so like our
It's the
language is
elders, man.
almost
The
gone.
elders.
And once things
They're
like, and there's
sad,
a lot
man.
of other things like in my tribe, we used to have different secret societies, sort of, you could say, but you know, different groups that would do different things, and they had ceremonies and things that had songs for specific things, and those things are gone. You know, like, and those songs are gone forever. You know, nobody can. They were never written down. They were never recorded.
Yeah, they were passed
And
on.
when the people were put on the reservation, they were discouraged from living tribally. You know, they were encouraged to move into
Yeah.
houses, and so then those kind of secret societies broke apart, and
Yeah.
those things are gone forever now. You know, so. But man, you
Yeah.
know what? I didn't mean to sidetrack the whole topic for
Oh hell
tonight.
no, bro.
No.
Hey,
No, you good,
hey,
peaceful.
this topic
So,
is
Hey, real quick,
is beautiful, homie. For real.
real quick. No Dice Media. You asked this earlier. Robert Johnson jammed the Crossroads where they said he sold his soul. That say he really didn't know how to play the guitar until that day. Yeah, I'm familiar with the Robert Johnson, the guitar player that sold his soul. I don't believe in all that bullshit about people selling their souls to the devil. If there really was a devil, according to the way certain religionists put it, he can give a shit less about somebody's soul. Because most people, they'll sell their soul for a nickel. I mean, what are you gonna do with somebody's soul? What are you gonna do with somebody's soul?
Right.
I mean, come on. I think souls are. I think the spirit of individuals are recycled anyways. But I'm familiar with that legend right there.
yeah, I
If he
heard
comes
that one
with the
too.
guitar, maybe, just maybe what he did is he went to the crossroads, he meditated, and there was like a certain forces
Maybe
right
he
there.
got
And
spliced by an Anunnaki.
yeah, he got spliced. Huh?
He got
Yeah, it's like
He got
Hey, but-
spliced.
Hey, but didn't
got
that
crazy.
dude fucking get all badass right after he fucking
That's the
supposedly that
legend.
shit?
That's
Yeah, that's what
supposed
I'm
to be the
saying.
legend. But as far as
Yeah.
him selling us, I don't believe in that bullshit about people selling their souls to a devil. I don't believe in none of that
Did
bullshit.
you guys ever
Nah,
see
you-
that movie from the 80s with Ralph Macchio called The Crossroads? And,
Nah, I
Nah.
never
Ralph
seen that.
Macchio,
Nah.
the Karate Kid, he
Yeah, the
went and
Karate
sold his
Kid.
soul, and he became a guitar hero.
Oh, for real?
Oh, wow.
Nah,
Oh,
I never
shit,
seen that
okay.
one.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
based on that. Yeah, it's based on this story, on the Robert Johnson
Yeah,
story.
Yeah, Robert Johnson. Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
He
you know,
goes
if
to
you
the
go back in time,
crossroads.
yeah, you'll hear a lot of stories about supposed people who blew up, who sold their souls. Maybe not that.
Yeah.
Maybe he got in contact. Maybe he learned how to play guitar. He got in contact with some, the powers that be in the industry, and they, give him a little bit of fame and
Yeah.
fortune. That's who he sold his soul to. That's
Right,
who all these
yep.
celebrities sell them souls to. They sell their souls to these
Look,
these
To
people
influence
that,
the young.
Look,
They influence
whenever-
the young when they do that type of shit, bro.
yeah,
Which is kind of fucked up.
whenever something threatens the status quo, it's automatically called satanic.
yeah,
Yeah,
They did the same thing with Mozart. Mozart was like the
Yeah.
original rock and roll rebel. I mean, because they
Yeah.
considered his music satanic, and it was against what they were hoping for. But deep down inside, they all embraced that music. You know what I mean?
yeah.
They were just mad that it was him.
Yeah, that happened with a lot of advancements with science and a lot of shit. Especially back then. Oh, you sold your soul to the devil to get this knowledge. Like, damn, dude. Nah. Maybe I just
If I
meditated.
was If I were to believe in the devil, then you could call me the devil's son-in-law. Straight up.
Come down
Straight
What
up.
easy.
the fuck? Nah, hey,
No,
Taco,
straight up.
hey, Taco, fool,
Straight
you're
up.
T-Steezy, fool.
Oh yeah, I'm T Steezy now. Everybody
T-Steezy.
go
Oh, Bob
subscribe to
Dylan.
T Steezy.
Let's see. Bob Dylan
T-Steezy.
says he did the same
No,
thing
but
on
for
the
real, I really
look, No
believe that
Dice Media said
if the devil exists, that means we all have a little bit of devil inside of us, right?
there ain't no devil according to the way people portray it.
Exactly.
When we see No Dice Media
Devil's
said
son-in-law.
he said Bob Dylan says I don't think if there was a devil, I don't think he'll let anybody get with his people.
Oh yeah,
Bob Dylan says
I
he did the same
that
thing on a
fool.
video when he was being interviewed. Yeah, Bob Dylan was saying
Yeah,
that
Bob
tongue in
Dylan.
cheek,
Yeah.
though. But that was tongue in cheek, No Dice Media. That's like if I said something like, "Yeah, I made my pact." Everybody's made a pact in their life, not with no devil or none, but they made a pact with themselves, or they made a pact
Yeah.
with an externalized force. I mean, whatever name you want to give it, man. Everybody has made a pact somewhere in their life.
Being a cautious driver is making a pact to the road, you know?
Who?
Like, I'm not going to drive crazy. Being a cautious driver, you know what I'm saying? Like using your turn signals and not cutting
I don't
people
even.
off, all that type
You
of
know,
shit.
I don't cut people off, but man, I hate using the directional sometimes. Shit all loud. Not loud, but
You lazy.
nah,
Hey,
I'm like,
lazy.
cool, homie. Hey, I got pulled over for that shit, right? Man, I told the pig, man, I said, shit, it was on it. Nah, no, it wasn't. He let me go though, man. I'm like, little punk. I didn't do it. I'm like, shit. Let me see.
He probably looked at you like, oh shit, I ain't arguing with this motherfucker.
Nah, I was just like, fuck him.
Nah, for real, yeah, for real.
If anybody
Cops
got
be
any
scary,
questions,
man.
if anyone has any questions in the chat, go ahead and drop them. Or if you want to jump on, the link is right there. We're going to be in here until 1 o'clock. So if you guys want to jump on, we
Maggie.
here.
Maggie, jump in, Maggie. Come on. Mag 357. Go on, jump in.
That's right. Fuck, people that like are new, that would be cool to jump on. You know, like we never talked to them or heard of them. Like jump on, whoever wants to jump on.
Jay Slaughter, look, some people might have tried to sell their soul to some devil for some ability, yet acquired it another way. Illusory correlation. You know what? I used to study a lot of shit, man. I used to be like, damn, is this shit real? Man, I tried. Shit didn't work. Not inside my soul or nothing, but I tried doing things at one time. Bunch of bullshit, hogwash. I was like, man, it's some bullshit. Let me see. Exposed to collective. What do you consider to be a soul? Optical, physical, or whatever? Well, just an energy. Want to jump on? Hey, that's that horn. Gwen horn. You want to jump on? Jump on. But you got to show yourself in the background.
Yeah,
show yourself in the background. Just in the background, show yourself, and I'll put you on stage because I know you've been you have a lot of questions. What's up with the Third Pounder?
Let me
The Book of Enoch. I know we just mentioned it briefly, but next time,
Hey, send it to the chat though, for real.
on the next song, Collective,
yeah,
we're gonna talk about parallel universes, and we will talk about the Book of Enoch. When we do that, man, jump on with the Third Pounder.
I'll touch on Greenhorn's question, but for me, I feel like the soul, if you want, I don't even know if I call it a soul. I think what we have in us is an energy, and when the physical dies, I think that the energy, the whatever the energy is that's flowing through all living things, that energy goes somewhere. But I don't think it comes out of our body like looking like us and as a ghost. I think it's just energy. It's absorbed back into everything.
Everybody else, what do you think?
I agree. I think, see, that's what it is. So I believe, obviously, I do believe that there's a soul, and I do believe in afterlife and things like that. You know, I do believe in that. But the reason why I can agree with the views that you have is because I don't think it's you know, that you can die, and then now there's a ghost like walking around. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I think that, you know, you're whatever we call soul, whatever we call energy, whatever it is, it goes to a designated place. It's you know, wherever it goes, whether you believe, you know, it's going to be parked for a little while until, you know, everything gets, you know, remade, or whether you believe that it goes to like some greater energy force, whatever it is, wherever it goes, but it goes there. It's not like, you know, a ghost is going to walk around and like,
Yeah, I don't believe that shit either.
yeah, I don't believe.
Napoleon Bonaparte, right? He said what he said. Well, according to what history says, what he said. I have the quote written down somewhere. Basically, he said he believed when someone died, when the soul leaves, like babies, newborn babies, people who pass that energy, not the soul, the spirit, but it gets sucked into other minds. That's why sometimes, you know how some kids they call them prodigies.
Yeah.
Who knows? They probably took on the abilities of that consciousness that they took on. What's up, Mike?
There we go.
Okay, we
You
can
know,
hear you.
I think that
Yeah, finally.
intelligence, yeah, I think
Hey,
intelligence and
sorry about
abilities
that,
are
guys.
transferred, bro. I think it's
Good.
transferred through DNA. Yeah, I think that if you come from like
Wait, it's
talented,
doubling up. I can hear double talk. Hold on.
can you hear us,
Sorry,
Mike?
sorry, guys.
Go ahead,
Yeah, so
Frankie.
Me too.
I no, what I was saying is that I do think that like intelligence, abilities, things like that, I think those can be transmitted through your DNA. I think that if you become better prepared for like let's say that you're able to consume food better, than you know, you learn how to chew better, all of these things, and your body's healthy, like all of those things you can transmit to your children, to your offspring, to your spawn, whatever you want to call them. But I
Yeah.
do think that the more skills that you have, the more you can transmit a lot of that to your kids. But like you can develop your DNA to like the smarter and stronger you become mentally, physically, you can transmit that through your DNA to your children. I believe that.
I
So
believe that too.
yeah, I believe that, you know, it's up to us. So if we're like undisciplined, whatever, like that's why we have kids that seem to be like us, you know, they turn out to be like us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see. Gwen. Well, I don't know. Whatever. Horn, man. Horn. I don't know if you're a woman or a man, but Gwen
Yeah, she's
Horn,
a woman.
whatever. So can you lose your soul by doing too much bad things? Can a soul turn into a good or nah? I don't even care about none of that personally. Thought that Pounder said I've been
I
wanting to hop on, but I got my baby in the room sleeping around the time the collective comes on. I'll probably join just to see if my soundboard works on the StreamYard. Hell yeah, that's cool.
yeah, jump on, homeboy. Shit.
That's
But
PTSD,
I
just jump
and
on. Let's
on that note about the souls and everything, like sorry but not sorry. I don't believe in nothing. I don't believe in anything at all. I don't even believe that this is real right here. You know what I'm saying? Like if I see it, then it's real. So if I see a spirit, then I know it's real. If I kick it on the collective with ET and everybody, then I know that's real. But for me to believe in something that is unseen or has no at least kind of some documentation of that does exist, or I guess you could say I believe in science. You know, scientifical facts, not in some entity, not in some anything, not some astral plane that we don't know what we're doing. We're just living. You know, it's too much to fathom that we all came from nothing and became something. So for me to believe in something is I don't know, hard for me to actually. But I know I believe in this movement right here and what we're doing and how we all come together and talk like this. But you know, for me to believe in souls and spirits and all that, I mean, I just can't. You know, you atheist, you call me apathetic. But you know, that's just the way I feel.
Let me ask you this, guys. Not I don't mean to change the topic, but what do you guys think about ancient technology? Do you guys think that there was a prior civilization before just us regular humans? Do you believe in ancient technology, like such things as like city of Atlantis, how we were talking about Anunnaki, stuff like that? Do you think that the humans are the ultimate, or do you think that there was prior beings here, like that maybe built the pyramids and all the pyramids that are all around the world, Antarctica, etc.? What are your thoughts, if that makes sense?
Nah, hey, I believe in that shit, bro. For real. Like, for I feel like the pyramids, well, the ancient whoever came or that's been here before us. Fuck, I feel like they had that fucking technology, bro. It's like, yeah, like how you gonna build the wall? I mean, like that's what, like, because the pyramids, they're like 3 of them, right? But they have like a connection, and then like if they throw the like if they had a light up to the stars, bro, it's like it like, I don't know, bro. It's just a trip, though. But I believe there was ancient technology back in the day.
A559, just so you know, there's many more than 3 pyramids on the earth. There's a shit ton of pyramids.
No, of course. Oh, yeah, of course, bro. But I'm just talking about Egypt and shit.
Right. Okay, gotcha.
Hey, excuse me, guys.
Yeah, we can hear you, Mike.
Yeah, we can hear you. There's a pyramid in the crease.
That's right. The motherfucking cookie wheel.
Hey, how do I get rid of this? It's like a double tone. Like I can hear something being said, and maybe like a second later, the whole thing is speaking again.
Echoing?
You gotta turn off your YouTube, bro. Like,
Yeah, turn off your YouTube.
Leave the StreamYard open and close YouTube.
Okay.
so we got Torta Pounder in the house. What's up?
Torta.
Oh,
Man,
what's
I
up,
think
Torta?
it logs me into the StreamYard or whatever. Let me see. Where's the YouTube?
Yeah, just close the windows.
Okay.
The Torta Pounder testing and soundboard.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
I haven't had
Hey, the pyramids don't exist.
What? I built them, Taco? The fuck?
They never exist. It's a figment of your imagination. A bunch of bricks in the middle of the desert. Hell no. Who did that? I did. Okay.
I'm down, T. Stevie.
T. Stevie.
T. Stevie.
Nah.
That's the homie, Taco. Hell yeah.
Hey,
Great
Ticaz,
conversation
is there anything
tonight.
is there anything ancient in your side of the neck of the woods right there, Ticaz? Like any pyramids or
we got ruins. We've got ruins.
That's right.
We've got a lot of Mayan, like old Mayan ruins. Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I would think. Mayan stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, but I
Hey,
hear
well,
you.
I
I
got
hear
a
you,
rule.
Hangman. My
Excuse
bad.
me?
Hey, Taco. I got
Yeah.
some ruins in my backyard, man. I got a broken doghouse. I'm breaking apart, homie. A doghouse that I'm throwing, I broke down.
With all that fence that you're holding up with some fucking 2x4s.
Yeah, I got a doghouse of ruin, ancient ruin, man. It's been there for like.
A barbecue
Agent
pit that's never been used. You got a barbecue pit that hasn't been used in like that's a
Agent
ruin.
Orange said government has a 20-year jump on civilization. The only thing we can agree is that our brains were set to limited use. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. They're probably more
I
than
like
20-year
that.
jump. It's probably more than 20
Yeah.
years, you know. But back
hell
to
yeah.
what Hangman said, you know, they found like batteries inside, like what the pyramids inside of graves and shit, right? They found a lot of stuff. I don't think modern humans. I don't believe that bullshit that modern humans are all this advanced race. Hell nah.
Yeah.
I don't buy that bullshit. But humans, a lot of us would like to believe that. Who would like to believe it?
We're not the supreme being, not.
Yeah.
Yeah. We learned something from somewhere and we didn't become something from nowhere, It's like You can't just like believe that shit exists on this earth without it happening. You know, especially like making batteries, making cell phones. You know, it's like the technology is risen so much that I believe that technology's been like this before on the earth. And you know, i.e., the big flood or the massive earthquakes or the volcanoes erupting, and like ET said, man, Earth is flat, and when we need to start over, we just that shit right.
Flip it over. Flip that
Just
shit
flip
over
it
like a
over.
pancake.
Like a pancake.
Start
thing,
new.
Yeah, you flip
Start
that
to
shit.
new.
Hey, but look. But what if the Earth is like a crease? It's gonna cave in on us. That shit's gonna cave in on us.
What? We're gonna all die in that motherfucker or what?
Yeah. Early,
Like
okay,
a
well,
mine,
earliest battery
like a
found in
mine
Iraq.
shaft.
It hasn't winked yet. It hasn't
Hasn't
winked.
winked yet. Yeah, it hasn't winked.
I do believe what you say though, ET. I think there's a massive amount of dolphin teeth in the crease. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, let me tell you what'll be something, right? If that fool could blow smoke out of the crease on me,
Oh no,
that shit'll be crazy.
that's pollution. That's
Hey.
pollution right there.
Little white there, she said earliest battery was found in Iraq. Yeah, you know what? There you go.
Makes sense.
That fool, hey, that fool was gonna fucking spread the Ebola virus with this crease. And it blows up and shit. Damn. Hey,
If
that
you
just
put your hand in
calculated on
there-
the Ebola virus.
Hey, would you put your hand in their crease?
You need a tummy
X-rated?
tuck on his crease.
Fuck,
Yeah.
Tummy tuck.
I'll
Hell
put my
no.
hand in the crease with my 9mm extendal with the drum.
You are crazy. Hey,
That's-
Gwen Horn, jump on Gwen Horn. Better, okay,
Yeah.
look, better don't start thinking about that was first and what originated of what. Does it really matter where God came from and how the universe started? Where did God exist when there was nothing? Nah, I always thought about that also, but the mind just boggles. You can't answer that.
Yeah, for
This
real.
exists, you know, who created that? And you just get there and say you can't go nowhere. You cannot go nowhere with that. Hey, Gwen Horn, jump on, man. You might. It said maybe it existed in the crease, originated from the crease. Nah, fuck
You
the
know,
crease.
earlier on one of the
Fuck the crease,
earlier
yeah.
on one of the casts, I hear that
Maybe we're all living in the crease and we don't know it. You know?
invite that woman Green Horse onto the collective here to, you know, pick her brain a little bit and to see what's going on. You know,
I doubt that's gonna happen.
No, I doubt it.
That's not happening.
I
But
mean,
but the crease is tenfold.
That crease is fucking great and getting bigger as fuck.
it's
it's been pretty
peaceful.
big for a long time.
It's getting bigger though.
On Tika's review from when he was in the review
Yeah.
when he was like 5-7 years ago, whatever.
Oh, hold
Man,
up.
that crease is huge back then.
I heard the crease got a dog now. Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
funny,
ain't
fucker.
happy
Is
about
that
that,
true?
man.
I know. Hey,
that.
hashtag
It's
say the
true.
dog.
Hey, you
Man,
know
if
what I was
that's
thinking?
true, that's
You
fucked
know what I
up.
was thinking? Because I did go and see the videos, right? Because he put them on TikTok with his dog. And the dog's wearing like a pink little like spiked collar. Yeah, I guess it's a girl puppy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's a girl.
But you know
That's
what
it.
I thought? I thought that this is probably gonna be his easy way of coming out the closet, bro.
Ooh.
Hey, for
Hey,
real.
yeah.
Yeah,
What
Hey,
a
he's
better
gonna start
way,
wearing some-
right?
Hey, he's
What a
instead of
better
the
way.
black tank. Hey,
Start
instead of the black tanks, bro, it's gonna be a pink one and shit. Posted.
matching tank tops with the dog.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
telling you,
hell.
bro. He's gonna get a pink one and shit. What's up?
Hold on. They
With
said,
the dog collar.
didn't Gernhorn win the first raffle? Nah. It was a different name. I forgot. Stewie. Evil Stewie.
Yeah,
Evil
evil
yeah.
Stewie, yep.
Yeah,
That's why.
Evil Stewie won the first raffle, and I remember Evil Stewie though from back like in December, January.
Hey,
And then,
everybody was like, "Who's that?" Serio.
I remembered it, and I remembered the name.
Yeah, I
But
remember them too.
Yeah.
I remember them.
yeah, I don't ever know what happened with Evil Stewie
There's
though.
a bunch that that were around during that time that we don't see anymore. But
Yeah.
That's
Not only that, some of them probably changed their handle also.
Or had multiple accounts and they just forgot about it.
Oh yeah, well they
know?
could change the handle, they could change the name.
You know what trips me out
Right.
is that like when let's say if everybody's vibing, like there's 100 or 140 people up in the chat, and there's like a solid 40 to 80 of us, that are on the ET crew.
Yeah.
I trip out like on the rest of the people. I feel like some of these people are, I don't know if you want to call it embarrassed, or they just don't want to jump on because they don't want to be seen with us, or however you want to put it. You know what I mean? But like, I just wonder, like, I see the numbers and I'm like, how come, like, like I see the regular people, but the rest of those people I don't see. That's cool if they're just joining in to watch, but I feel like some people are embarrassed to jump in because they're just feeling a certain way. But
look,
but they shouldn't though.
I'm gonna say something controversial, bro, but I don't give a fuck because
fuck it.
I always
Because
got
you're think dropping knowledge.
I think some people don't jump on because maybe if once we hear their voice, we're gonna be like, wait a minute, so are you a woman or are you a guy? Like maybe we thought, for example, with Grewhorn, I don't know. I guess he's a woman based on what people.
He's a woman.
Is he really?
Yeah, he or
Fuck,
she,
I don't know.
He or she's yeah, but see, that's exactly it. I don't know if it's a he and he's a woman. You know what I mean? So because all we see are usernames, all we see are usernames. Now,
Yes, sir.
we get on here and people like, well, at least the majority of us get on here. You can already hear our voice, but a lot of people don't want their voices to be heard. A lot of people do. And a lot of people would rather only listen and not participate, which is all right. It's okay.
Yeah.
Not everyone's gonna jump on, bro. But those that
that's
do,
a fact.
yeah. But those that do, that's cool. And we want to hear you. We want to have conversations with you. But but I don't think we can expect everybody to do it.
Nah, you know what? Because I've watched lives before, like other stuff, other people, like other content out. When nothing we do, I don't ever comment. I just listen. I don't engage in it. It's like I'm a viewer, but I don't engage in it because I don't really give a fuck about engaging with them people on that platform. It's just different people from other places. There's a lot of lives I jumped on. Like, I didn't jump on, but I just listening to them. Good shit, like talking about stuff we're talking about now, pyramids and the history. But I'm not in there like, hey, what do you think about this? Because I'm listening to it. I'm listening to it like it's a podcast, like a radio show.
Right.
So I know some people probably just tune in. They could be at work. They got their ear pods in, just listening to what we're saying. They just don't engage. But they just like hearing it. You know what I mean? So yeah.
There's some crazy stuff like about the Sumerians.
Yeah, the Sumerians.
Yeah, there's some crazy stuff like. When they go back, like all of our everything, like everything, our streets, everything, the irrigation. Once they started laying everything down and they were the first people that started recording like history, like putting stuff down on tablets and stuff, right? And I think like they have so much. There's so much what do they call it? Like just old shit that we don't know about. That's powerful stuff. Like remember when the Saudi Arabia, the first war was happening, the Desert Storm and all that stuff. Well, a buddy of mine, when we graduated from high school, I was gonna go to the Marines with him, right? He was gung ho. He had me all pumped up and all that, and I ended up not going. I chickened out. He went, but he was all for it. His dad, his grandpa, everybody Marine, right? He came back in his first home visit, and I think it was like 8 months after boot camp, whatever. They sent him over there, right? Well, he right when the war started, remember when they were showing it to everybody here in America? They were putting on the news and they showed the first Scud missile. They went down the chimney and stuff like that. And boom, it exploded and all that bullshit. When the war started, well, he had told me a story when he had come back. He was like, he was part of this like recon team, and right before we dropped those first bombs or whatever, he was part of this team or a handful of teams that went in and they were told that he said they were told they were going to go and save a lot of the archived stuff and a lot of their museums over there in Saudi Arabia that were like in the basements and in lower levels and stuff like that. So right before the first handful of bombs dropped, they were about, he said, about 100 miles away. All these museums, they went in and grabbed a bunch and basically looted, but they weren't calling it looting to them. But they went in, they had these missions, went and took a bunch of stuff, and supposedly we were preserving it for them because for the war. But shit, they never got nothing back. They got like 20% of everything back that was taken from the basement in those archives from this.
I heard about this,
there,
Mike. I heard about this.
Yeah, man. And he said that it was just left like that. They went in, they were told it was a positive thing, but that's a lot of ancient, old stuff that goes way back to like
way
back. I said, when they were just way back. And I'm like, these Sumer is Iraq today. Today where Iraq is at used to be called Sumer. And you know, we've had these wars and stuff like that with these guys, and we stole all their stuff in their museums that were down in the basements. Just old stuff that's super valuable, irreplaceable. And I'm like, what the hell, you know? And that story, it kind of came out to light a little bit, and then it was swept under the rug a little bit. But I mean, that was big to me. That's big news. I'm like, what the hell?
It is. That is big news. Because I do remember hearing something like that also, because they have a lot of history. Iraq, which would be the Sumer and all that, the Sumerian tablets. And of course, you know, people are going to want to steal it, especially the powers that be that are out here who are behind a lot of the shit. Not only out here, but the secret societies and all those people who want to just have a monopoly on all that ancient history.
Hey, well, check it out. Check it out. I don't know if you guys know about this. To piggyback off of your story right there, Spider, you know, Ukraine right there, you know, supposedly there's some big old ancient underground something technology, and that's why, you know, Mother Russia wants it back, because they know what's right there in Ukraine. And that's what, you know, not only Ukraine and the West is fighting to preserve, because they want control over it. But supposedly there's some, you know, ancient stuff right there in Ukraine. That's why they're at battle. You know, this is something that I just heard. Obviously, it's hearsay, you know, but a lot of this stuff, you know, it picks my brain. It's food for thought. It's trippy shit. Sure. You know, when you think about it, you know what I mean?
Hey, I believe it though.
You know, but I mean, I'm pretty sure most of you guys know, and if you don't, but you know, Ukraine was a part of Mother Russia, but they broke off after, you know, when the Berlin Wall came up or whatever.
Yeah.
But it used to be the Soviet Union.
Yeah, the Soviet Union. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, but yeah, I mean, a lot of shit's going on. A lot of shit goes on. Who knows what to think in the end? Like for me, like, you know, at some point I stopped picking my brain. I'm just like, man, this is too much shit, especially with the internet now. All this shit's coming out. Yeah. I'm just like, all right, cool. Like I just like I pull myself back, and I'm like, I leave it in the creator's hands, man. You know, I'm like, all right, cool.
Hey,
I'm good.
Hey, Hangman, Frank, Mike, Taco, X-Rated. We got Gwernhorn on. Do you guys want to bring that person on?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, good to see what's up. We'll see what's crazy.
All right. Okay. Hey, all right, we're gonna bring you on, Gwernhorn. Gwernhorn. Is that how you pronounce it?
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm not
Gwernhorn.
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay. So what's going on? You were in Frank's chat earlier?
Yep.
Okay. What's up, what's on your mind?
Oh, you just invited me, and I thought, oh, maybe I could come in.
Hey, hey, where are you from, if you don't mind me asking?
Europe.
Europe? He said,
Europe. I said Europe.
Yeah, that's cool. Europe.
Okay, that's cool. Well, hey, man, you know, welcome right here, man. You got Frank on here. You got Mike. You got Taco Stain. We got Hangman Stranger, X-Rated, and myself.
Hello.
What is your avatar name? What does that mean? Because it's pretty unique.
Normally, I wanted to use a greenhorn, but that was taken, so I thought I could take Greenhorn because it sounds stupid enough.
Okay. All right.
So nothing special.
Gotcha.
What
gotcha.
is greenhorn?
Greenhorn? I thought it's a known word in England or America. It's someone who doesn't know anything or is not able of doing something, a noob, a beginner.
Okay.
Okay,
I guess
yeah. Yeah, Greenhorn, right? It's Greenhorn,
still a
right?
little green.
Yeah.
How'd you find
So
this channel, Greenhorn?
We have a good friend. Her name is Helga. She comes from Germany. You kind of sound like you're from that descent. Are you kind of from the German descent, or what European country, if you don't mind me asking?
Pretty close, I think.
Pretty close. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it sounds like it. Sounds
I
like
would
it.
rather not get more deep into it.
So, Gwynhorn, what do you think about the conversation, the topic where we're having right now? We're talking about the Sumerian tablets, how they were rated, and just everything we've been talking about. Well, what's your input on anything, or what's on your mind?
The Sumerian tablet, is it with an encryption that is not being decrypted?
Hasn't been decrypted.
Hasn't been, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it must have been written by a civilization that is not here anymore, and it might have been also from maybe alien origin, maybe, or another civilization before ours. So.
Okay, anyone got any questions for Gwynhorn, or any questions for anybody?
Are you still in your
Greenhorn,
are you still in your home state, Greenhorn? Are you still right
Yes.
there where you come from in Europe?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, cool. What time is it over there?
Yeah, no, that's what I was gonna ask. What time is it over there right now?
It's nearly 10 o'clock.
Oh, and that'll be in the morning,
Like in
correct?
Spain,
Yeah,
in
AM.
France, in Germany, in Poland. Yes, in the morning.
Okay. And what would be your native language? Your native language?
Ah, man, don't get closer to it. Sorry.
Sorry, excuse me.
Hey, Greenhorn,
Yeah,
how'd
no,
you find
I
this channel?
don't
You
want
just
to get
stumbled on
more
it
into
randomly?
Please, what?
How'd you find this channel? Did you
Oh,
You just
yeah,
stumbled
it
on
was
it randomly?
random. Yeah. It started, I was rumbling around
Hey,
on
what do you
YouTube,
think of the
and
channel?
some
Hey, Bruno.
months ago I found
Hold
this
on.
channel and I thought, hey, maybe give it a chance. Okay.
Okay, how did you
All right,
find
everything
Frank
sounded
Pico's
interesting to
channel?
you?
Go ahead, Mike.
With
Oh,
yours.
sorry. No,
Yeah.
I was just asking you. You just stumbled on it. You just liked the conversation that was going on. You said, "Oh, just jump on with these guys."
No, he asked me to jump on twice, and I didn't know what to say else, but no, and then he got me. So.
Yeah, because I know you've been in the chat. I never seen your name before, and I know they were saying,
me
I
neither.
believe you were on Frank's
Yeah.
live, I believe
Yeah.
today or yesterday, and then you were over here. So I was like, people were just curious, So a lot of
Normally,
times when it
pretty
happens,
right, yes. Yeah, sorry.
yeah, Mike, you jumped on, so
He was
people were
feuding
just
with me.
people were just curious,
No.
Yeah, it's fine.
Hey, I'm curious.
Yeah,
I'm curious. What do you think of this whole ET movement, Grunhorn, or this channel, or this space they've been watching us for? What do you think about it?
Normally, the statement caught me. I thought it is nice. I wanted to listen. I wanted to see what happens. I dislike this Chris guy totally, and even more this dumb boy Gamma. And yeah.
Greenhorn,
So,
you seem to have been a
over
little
time,
Everybody
it's-
hates Skittles. That's right.
Excuse me, guys. Greenhorn, you seem to have been a little bit upset with Moni, who jumped onto Frank's
Yes.
live. And what was the big issue with that? It seemed like you had a big issue with Moni. And I'll tell you right now, none of us really care too much about Moni
Yeah.
like that.
No.
But Frank Ticas, he gave her the respect of just being present in the chat. It wasn't like he was
That's right.
giving her like open arms and saying I love you, but it just
Dollar.
seemed like he had a little bit of an issue with Moni. Can you elaborate on what I just said, if that's okay with you?
Sure. Yeah, my day wasn't that good yesterday, and I have had some bad experience with, let's call it child mistreatment and so on. And I saw her on one of your lives. And I disliked it. And now that she's gone away from those other two guys, I wouldn't greet her friendly like this. Would I give her a chance if she changes? Okay. But the damage is done already, so I can't say, hey, I'm happy she's here.
Yeah, I see. I know what you're saying. Yeah, look, when it comes down to that, I mean, I'm unbiased. I don't care one way or the other. There's a lot of people who used to support those two individuals, and they finally on TikTok. I'm talking about TikTok now, and they finally woke up and they seen, it is what it is. They're pieces of shit, and they moved on. And I believe that's what happened eventually. The woman you're talking about woke up and she seen that it was just all a facade. It was all a front. It was all fake. And how that woman said she was riding with them. So, me personally, I don't care one way or the other. I don't care one way or the other, man. I'm indifferent. I don't care. But the good thing is there's people waking up to those two individuals. People are waking up. They're finally shrugging the dead weight of dead weight Joker, dead weight Doves, and Skittles off of their shoulders. And now they're going to their final solution, moving on. And that's all we can ask for, and then good to them. But whatever she did, hey, that's what she has to work on personally, her personal life. It's not my business, not my place. But hey, we did make content videos and exposing them individuals as a whole because they attacked, our people, the ladies have exposed to. So we wrote on them. And we did what we did, and we showed them for what it was.
Yeah.
And they seen.
Oh, that's right.
Hold on. And then they got to see what those two individuals were really about. Pieces of shit that take advantage.
Oh, that's right.
And yeah, so whatever it is you have with that woman, hey, I mean that's on you, what's up, Kimberly Vidari? We send ours to you and Ricky.
It's not especially this woman, it's my experience.
Hey, but for a fact, bro, look, we have the motherfucking we have ladies of exposed to back. Mando
Yeah.
story, bro.
Hey, real quick, Gwynhorn, how did you find Frank Ticas' channel?
Well, I saw Frank Ticas with you, and then his channel popped up. So.
Oh, okay. No, they were just asking. I was just asking you because that was a question they were asking for you. Anybody got any more questions?
Yeah, as OG Small says, I don't trust her either, and that's a problem.
Hey, real quick before we forget about the Sumerian stuff. Hey, chick, what I trip out on too? Everybody knows about the Rockefellers, right? The people here in the United States. The rich. Okay. And not until like but the Rockefellers are just even as powerful as they are, they're just a little fucking branch off of the Rothschilds.
Yeah.
The Rothschilds over in England. And see, trip out. I go, man, they say you could be super rich, this and that, you could lose your shit overnight, but wealth don't go away, right? Well, when the Rothschilds way back, what was it in Amsterdam Rothschild, when they branched out, he had those 5 sons, and he sent one son like to London, one son over here, like over there in Europe, and they all went to different colleges, and they owned like a lot of stuff back then, the Rothschild family, and that's when they had instead of the stock market, but it would gentlemen's clubs where they would go in, just the dudes with like eyepieces and their like top hat and shit like that. While that family owned a lot of stock, a lot of stuff back then, and ran a lot of stuff, and had a lot of influence on people. And when that war that happened with Napoleon, when Napoleon lost finally, their family, they were financing both sides of the war, financing both sides. But and back then, remember, news didn't only travel through like carrier or courier or whatever the hell, or stagecoach or this or that. They didn't have no news you could get right away to people. But back then, they only had like, I guess they said one of a couple of ships or boats or something like that back then. Well, they influenced that war, and they made it out to where Napoleon had lost. That was the first war that he lost, right? Napoleon had never lost a war until that had happened. Well, the day before that happened, the Rothschilds, they went into the Gentlemen's Club. They started selling all of their stock, just selling everything. Everybody watching out, and they're looking. They go, "Oh shit, Napoleon must have won." The brothers are selling their stock, so everybody started selling their shit too. Within minutes, that family, they had a bunch of people out there buying everything up, pennies on the dollar, everything. Not even fucking everything. I mean, buying everything. They owned fucking the word own. They bought, and when the next day came, and they said, "Hey, Napoleon lost," everybody's like, "What the fuck?" That family owned fucking everything. They're the ones to this day. They set every day when the dollar for gold fucking changes, like fluctuates and stuff. They're the person that goes, "Okay, this is what it is today," and then it's set for the day. They make that decision. So they fucking own everything since way back then. I mean, way back then they owned fucking everything. So I think too, our Declaration of Independence and all that stuff. Remember, that's why we have 4th of July. We said, "Hey, we're declaring our independence from England," or over there, right? And we said we're gonna be fucking our own bullshit, because they owned a lot of shit over here. Like when they sent Columbus and all that, and all that shit we learned in school, where he didn't discover shit, because they do a reenactment over here in Santa Barbara. They do a reenactment every year down by the beach for Thanksgiving, and they do where Columbus comes up to, on the boat, and they have Indians in the bushes and shit that are looking at him, and they go, "Look at it, it's right there in your fucking face." He discovered shit. Who's in the bushes looking at him arrive when he comes to the boat? The fucking Indians. They were here already. He didn't discover shit. And so going way back to then, these fuckers owned and had money like fucking crazy. And they've been running shit ever since. Their wealth has not gone away at all whatsoever. When we said we're declaring our independence, they were owning shit. They're across the fucking ocean. They can't keep tabs on us on every day. So they're like, "Oh yeah, fuck it." That's why we pay taxes, and we give them a shitload of fucking money ever since.
Hey.
It's just on the down low. You know what I mean? They go, "Fuck it, here, just give us our fucking money, our rent." Yeah, and they ever since. I mean, even till like right now, they own fucking everything. That did
Hey,
not
Spider,
go away.
check it out.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I don't mean to cut you off, but what you're saying makes a lot of sense. And, like, if you guys remember what I've said in the past, there's a game of checkers and chess that's being played right now. And by no means am I a Trumper. Okay, so let's get that out of the way. So from what I understand from my research shows is that this government is actually trying to break away from the King of England. England has their hands involved with the United States of America. From what I understand, we're trying to break away from England and, Europe. That's why we're breaking away from NATO.
Hey, Hangman, I thought it was the Vatican, bro.
Vatican has also the Vatican also supposedly has something to do with that. We're, and again, when I say we, I'm just, making it short and simple. But from what I understand is that we're trying to break away from Europe, the Vatican, NATO, etc., from the deep state, etc. I understand. I hear you, man. I hear you. But this is supposedly the game that is being played right now. We will see what happens.
Yeah. And
go ahead, Mike.
Look at, nobody paid George Bush Jr. Remember about I think it was either less than a year after he was done when who came in next, Obama or whatever, when George Bush Jr. his first year that he was not president, it was within that year or just after a year that he was. There's pictures of him. He was knighted by the Queen over there, and given some fucking like award thing, whatever. But I'm like, what the fuck? You're sitting. There's pictures of him on his knees, and she's knighting him with the sword and all that. I'm like, regardless of the award you're receiving, you were our former president. You're on your knees being subservient to the fucking Queen. That's what you're displaying right now. Even though it's a big old ceremony and it was all, he was put in our faces. There was a good thing. Look, he's being awarded. I go, he's being subservient. You're not supposed to be subservient to fucking nobody. You were our president. You know, and it's crazy to talk about that with the president. No other country in the world clowns their president like the way we do. Like with Joe Biden, all that shit. That's crazy that we've, from like the 50s, 40s, and the 50s and stuff, how everybody put the president as high regard and this and that and respect for him and all that. In the last 10, since 20 years, since Clinton fucking was put on blast, we put our presidents on blast, clown them and shit like that. Especially with Biden, we just went off as a country and just clowned the fuck out of our that's crazy. That's
I agree.
No, and we're the only motherfucking country that changes the fucking national anthem whenever it's being sung at sporting events or this or that. Some people do it real good. Some people do a shitty job. Some people do their own like tune to it, and everybody applauds. No other country in the world changes. It's done the way it was done. That's it. Bam, because it's the fucking national anthem.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying?
How you said it. Sometimes it's good and sometimes it's bad. Bad.
It's a world stage. It's a world stage.
Exactly. A world fucking stage. I go, there's this level. There's the people talk about levels. I go, the Rothschilds and people that are mixing elbows, just a shit core few people. I go, and they look down, you know what I mean? The world, like, just, they could give a fuck who's president in which country. They own everything around the world. They're just moving shit around, you know, and continue, and it's a wealth thing, you know what I mean? They're like, oh, this is gonna benefit my family in 30 years from now, that kind of shit. It just it trips me out that we here in the United States, we do have a lot of freedom. Yes, we have a lot of motherfucking freedom in a sense, because we're not like North Korea where you can't just, like, right now at this time, I can't go fuck on a cold Coca-Cola and go to the gas station and go buy one. You can't do that in a lot of countries. Fuck no. Some places don't even have it available. You know, in poverty, you know, places in the world that's real fucked up, and some places where it is available, but like it's like North Korea. Once the president goes to sleep, fucking lights out. Everybody goes to sleep. You know what I mean? Once he wants to call it 10 o'clock, he calls it 1 o'clock in the morning. Once his lights go out, fucking everybody's in the whole motherfucking country better be
real?
lights out.
Dang,
too.
I didn't know that shit.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro.
But I don't know, like I know he called the shots, right? Like he's like a scandalous ass fucking whatever. North Korea's fucking fuck North Korea, but and not like that. But you know, just,
if you guys get a chance, check out Vice. You know that program Vice. It used to come out on HBO. Vice. It's called
Vice.
VICE.
On YouTube.
Vice.
Vice. Oh yeah, it's a fucking
it's a program.
it came on TV,
and they would do a bunch of little like 45-minute documentaries and go. And they did a bunch of cool shows. They did like the oil spill. Touched on, you know what I mean? The gold. They went back, like it's been years later. It was fucked up. That whole bullshit, like the whole story on that was fucking bullshit.
I'm gonna check it out
real fast, not to go off subject, but like even like with that, local people that were there, they even coming telling their stories saying, "Hey, we were showing up to fucking help clean up and we had our own gear because of the oil and stuff, and we were told, hey, take that shit off. Fucking to get out of here, fucking if you just help clean up just like that by hand, because if you put your safety gear on, it's gonna make more people fucking afraid or whatever." But I mean, there was funky shit that went on behind that. But anyways, they did a Vice. I remember when it happened. I didn't know Vice was part of it, but remember when Dennis Rodman went and he went over there to North Korea? He was invited to go. Remember?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, when that happened, because I remember I was like, "What the fuck? Fucking Dennis Rodman's crazy. He's always doing something extra." And at that time, you know, people
with his little fucking painted nails and shit.
Yeah. And so I remember that happened, and then I kind of like just heard about it. I didn't really look into it too much until years later when Vice came out and they did their story. That's how they were able to go in and do the documentary real fast was with the Dennis Rodman thing, because the dad, the president over there, the son, while the dad was a big basketball fan, and he liked the Chicago Bulls, and so now that he died and the son is running it now. They said something to do with, hey, let us come over, and because your dad was a basketball fan, and we'll do a little show and play against your guys' basketball team kind of thing, and I'm going to bring my news crew, and they okayed it, right? And so Vice was able to go along with them, and they did the documentary. But for that fucking, what was it, 4 or 5 days that they were there, even the dude, the journalist guy, he cuts into the story and he goes, man, he goes, this whole time, he goes, at first it was kind of cool. You come in, the whole, not just like a certain area, the whole fucking town in certain places was a whole, it was premeditated, make believe, to make it look like everything was going
like
good.
real,
He goes, and not till he goes, this is how deep it was. He goes, not until I started looking, he goes, and I was thinking about it. When they were told when they can film and when they can't, when they were going around doing the tour, right, with the people, they were taking them around. They would say, yeah, okay, you can film this area. They were like downtown, and it looked like kids were out playing. You had a little parade going on. Everybody was happy and stuff. All that shit was all bogus. I mean, it was a facade for that, just for the journalists to show that, because everybody's like, hey, he eats like a fucking, like a millionaire times 10, and the country is like half starving. He don't fucking feed nobody food or this and that, right? He keeps them on the minimum. Well, they go walking through this downtown area, and a bunch of the markets in the windows that showed like fresh produce and this and that, and potatoes and oranges, and they're walking through, and they're like, oh, no. Right. And the guy's like, nah, look at, there's food available here. What the fuck? You know, the news that we get over in America, blah, 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 blah. And they end up walking through this library area, and they walk into this room. The guy goes, yeah, this is our internet area. And there's maybe about 5, 10, maybe 15 computers, but it was set up like back in elementary school when they had the computer room for you and shit. A bunch of monitors, and it was in a section off to the side, but they're walking through it, and there was maybe about 4 or 5 people there. They were just kind of staring at the monitor, one person, the other one was like, they were pretending to write some stuff down. And the guy that, when he flashes back, he goes, remember when we went into the internet area? We were only there for about, 45 seconds or so, but he goes, now that I think about it, there was no type, no work going on. He goes, and that one guy was just sitting there looking at, and it was just a screen that showed like he was ready to go to the internet, but he wasn't like doing anything to. It was a bunch of bullshit, and so they end up that night. They go to this big old arena where the Dennis Rodman, he brought the Harlem Globetrotters that were at the time to play against the North Korean team, a basketball game. They filled up a big ass stadium, bro. And then that dude shows up, the president, and everybody stands up, fucking, because you get your ass whooped, or if you don't stand up and show your respects when he walks in the building. And he enjoyed the game and stuff, they said. And after the game, everybody's splitting, and his guards came and told them and all the newspaper, hey, he wants you to come over here to this house. And they were like, oh fuck, what the fuck? But he actually just invited them all to dinner at his pad. And and then when they came back, he said, yeah, the whole bullshit, he said it was a good thing, you know what I mean, that what we did, but everything was fucking, to that extent, bullshit, to make it like if everything is poverty, but it's everybody's happy. Bunch of bullshit. It was crazy. You guys check it out. It's a good story. I was like, what the hell? I go, and I remember fucking when Rodman went over there, and just that in itself, I was like, what the fuck's he doing going to North Korea? Like, we don't get along with those people.
Shit. Oh yeah.
I was like, he's doing the most. I go, he was just being rebellious like a motherfucker. I go, take him to the next level. At that time, that's what I was thinking. Well, he got 2 for 1.
Do you think, hey, hopefully that fool fucking brought some gems from over there, bro? Like some crazy shit, like, oh, they're doing this over there. Cause, dude, hey, fucking North Korea is a fucking nuclear fucking a country now. It's like, oh shit, dude, the motherfucker, that fool is crazy, dude.
Yeah, he
use North Korea propaganda.
For sure.
The propaganda's nuts. The dad had the whole country
but I believe it though. I believe it. I bet you they have some shit that could come over to fucking United States.
All those missiles and all the like nuclear fucking missiles, that's all a bunch of scare tactics. Because look, Think about it.
Right.
No matter
You don't
where
think so?
you're from,
Yeah.
no, they're scare tactics because look at the thing. What's if they want it's biological warfare. They could send somebody over with a little fucking bottle, stand in an elevator, and fucking shoot somebody, pop with some shit, and done. Everybody's fucking that motherfucking germ warfare would be. We don't even know where the fuck it would come from. It'd be in a little vial. You don't need no guns, no wars, because if you shut a nuclear warhead even from there, North Korea, to over here, in 2-3 years, they're gonna be fucked up themselves anyways. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
All
that
that
is
shit's
true.
just gonna
Yeah, but that's
So-
why nobody does it, bro, because they know what time it is. Like yo, fuck up everything.
Right. Even themselves within like
Yeah,
10 years,
for
they're
sure.
gonna feel the effects. So I go, that's a dead end. That's a useless fucking thing to keep
Yeah.
terrorizing everybody. Oh, nuclear
But they want to act
fire.
all tough though. They want to be like, oh, shooting missiles like towards the ocean and all that. It's like, man, like okay, fool, yeah, whatever.
The scare tactics ain't
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, for sure, yo. And it's like,
They could
but
they only need
then
one
hey,
person
nobody's gonna do
because-
nothing, bro.
Yeah, I mean, again, the Rothschilds run motherfucking everything. Everything.
They're
All these
puppets,
little
though.
brands, even people talk about Illuminati and all that, they're beneath the Rothschilds by like a handful. Like they're just little branches of
I'm
bullshit
telling
to
you,
keep people busy.
they're like they're puppets, bro.
and not-
Like there's upper.
They took a hand on the
they
banking
run fucking
system.
everything.
They put their claws in the. They practically invented the banking system internationally.
That's when the banking system. Yeah, when the banking system was just coming into play for everybody in the world, right before that happened, that's when that dude sent his 5 sons to different universities around Europe and learned all the different bullshit on banking. And then he went in and they bought. That's why they have the fucking World Bank and all that bullshit. And I mean, they own everything because
they put their claws
when
in
they
it.
sent me up. But like, look at it's a trip because the game is fucked up. When they sent me to England to go fight over there in England, it was a trip. I went over there and I remember I went to go exchange the US dollars so I could have the pound, right?
Hey, how
So
much?
I went to go to the
Hey, Mike, hey, Spencer, bro. But how much is what's the difference from the dollar over here over there? How much is it like if there's like $10 over here? How much is it over there?
That's what I was gonna say. The fluctuation is crazy. The way I took it, we lost half. And I fought over there twice. They brought me back the second time. I made money that time because I knew what was up. Check this out. I remember we go over there. I give the bank over there $100 so I could get back the pound money back in pounds. And I give her $100. She gave me back $47 or 47 pounds. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, okay, well, maybe the shit is different when I go spending. No, everything remained the same, pretty much same price. My pops bought a pack of smokes. They were like $12. He bought with the $47 or 47 pounds. He paid 12 fucking pounds. And so we lost like half of our money, right? At the first fight, the promoter said, hey, Mike, you want to be paid in US dollars or in pounds? And I'm like, fuck, just give me US dollars. I don't want to fuck around with the go exchange and all that, right? But I wasn't thinking. And until the second time I went back, I made an extra $600. I told him in pounds because you lose money. Like I said, when I went and exchanged the $100, they gave me back 47. With the second time we went, I gave them $100. They gave me back $46. It fluctuated like the peso,
goes
right?
up and down.
And I go, yeah, it fluctuates like the peso goes up and down. They gave me back 47 and then 46 or the first time, and then 46 the second time. And I'm like, what the hell? And so I'm like, okay, we already lose half of our value. I said, but also look at the US dollar to the peso, same thing. The depreciation goes down. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why? When you could take $1 US and go to Mexico and buy fucking something, pack of gum, you could buy something, doesn't matter, with $1 US, right? You can't take 1 peso and come over here and buy jack shit. Because it takes how many pesos just to make barely $1.
Hey,
So,
bro,
but
look, check this out.
look at
I
the
don't even
value.
know if you can buy anything with $1 over here no more.
Right? But look at the value. But check this out. There's the jeweler shop back over here in Santa Barbara. When we would go to Mexico and stuff, I'd always save all my pesos when we come back. Whatever was in my pocket or this and that, I always throw in the jar. And every now and then, I would now go sell it to the jeweler because he told me, hey, one of the times he knew I was going, I'll bullshit with them every now and then. And he said, hey, when you bring pesos, bring them to me. He goes, I'll buy them from you. And I was all right. So the first time I took a big ass jar, I'm like, what are you gonna do with it? He said, look at, you know the silver right there in the middle of the coin for the pesos?
Yeah.
That's fucking that's up until 80 3, I think he said, or something like that, that's real fucking silver. The
Oh,
value
so it's
is in the
worth
fucking
money.
coin. Forget the value is in the coin.
That's
The US
right.
dollar, the Great British Pound that's worth fucking more. It's a note. When you read your
Hey,
dollar bill in the left part of the front, it says this note is it's okay to pay for all debts, public, private, and all that. It says on every dollar bill you have right now, US dollar, $10 bill, $5 bill, doesn't matter. On the left side, in the front of the bill, it says this note, it's legal tender for any debt, public, private, anything. So that's what we use. If you're in a fire and you had $1,000 in your pocket and that $1,000 burned up in the fire, you lost $1,000. But it's
hey,
just
okay,
paper.
hey, Mike, hey, can I, hey,
right?
oh, you just said, right? Because I had, look, my family have a lot of pesos, right, from Mexico. So what? One of those fucking, like, it's real silver, like, silver? You can fucking sling that shit? Like,
you can take it to the jeweler. He'll
make
buy
money
them
off it?
up until I think, yeah. That's
What?
what I'm saying. The value, it's because it's real silver. And the
Sheesh.
value is in the fucking coin. Just like back in the day when people had barter system going on, they say, hey, I'll give you 10 apples for a loaf of bread, or vice versa. You get equal value, right? Well,
I'm
our
gonna check
US
it
dollar,
out.
the Great British Pound, the Chinese yen, it's all paper. It's all fucking worthless.
Yeah,
There's no
it's all
value.
paper,
They
yeah.
say don't back it. But if you lose it, you lose it. Right there. It doesn't matter if the peso goes, they say we're not going to use the peso money no more. We're going to use the US dollars. Well, if you have peso, you still, the value is in that fucking coin. You don't lose out on shit. It goes back to like in here, I'll give you this chunk of fucking gold for, your cow or some shit like that. The value is in the coin. You have it in your hand. You don't need nothing to back it up. The value is right there. So why the fuck is the peso way down here on the totem pole for currency? Crazy, huh?
That's right. Yeah, hey, that's a trip, bro. Because like, like I have a fucking big old bolsa. My family have a big old bag of pesos and shit. Because we would go to well, like when I was young, like I went to Mexico maybe like twice when I was like a little youngster. But fucking my mom would go all the time and bring pesos back and shit. But I didn't know that. But
Yeah, up until I think he said it was like 83 or 88 or something, but yeah, all the silver in the middle, that's real fucking silver.
oh shit, okay. I always tripped out on the pesos. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, the jeweler will buy them, or you could fucking mount them yourself and make one big little block or whatever, and have it as currency. I mean, this gold, silver, that shit you have in your possession. You never know.
That's right.
But remember, what was it, about 20, 25 years ago when they were talking about the Amero? They were going to change the US dollar and merge it with Canada and Mexico and all that bullshit. And remember, there was worried that the dollar was going to crash. Remember, it kind of came to light and it went away, kind of. Well, if I have only one, but that's what I'm talking about. The value is in the peso. The value is in the fuck coin. So if that happened, well, fuck, you have your still money. You don't have to worry about, oh shit, I have 10 million in the bank, but they just dropped the US dollar now, and they're gonna start this new coin. Nothing, the US dollar is no longer even accepted. Well, that $10 million is worth fucking shit now. You can burn it in the fire. They're not even gonna give you half price for it, because they could just change the dollar. They can change the currency just like that, fucking on us. And whatever you have in the bank, if it's not, they're done for. So the peso, they can change it, but you have
I
silver
felt
right
like
there in your hand.
the Amero is like they're trying to change it into digital currency. It's like you're talking about Mad Dog, because the physical silver that you got in your hands, they were trying to get rid of that and turn it into digital. It's like how we got credit cards.
No, it's not they were trying to get rid of it. They wanted to take it from the people for themselves. Because when it comes down to it, silver and gold is always going to be what has value. All the money, and I study this. This is what I pursued as being a secure party creditor and learning the fraud with the banking system. All that paper money is good as toilet paper, is fiat money. And he's right, it ain't shit. The money it's not backed by gold and silver any longer as it was before. No longer is it. Before, you were able to take your money to the bank and exchange it for your gold and silver. You can't do that no more.
Right.
It's nothing. It's garbage. It's toilet paper.
Damn.
So that's true, man. That's 100% facts. So all that shit, when they want to try to get rid of gold and silver, they want to take it and they want to put it for themselves, the people who be ruling over everybody. That's what they want to do.
I think because everybody that had their fucking hand in the pot back in the day,
greedy,
way too much, and they came up with a way to take that deficit
to claim the deficit, because look, the U.S. dollar is backed by supposedly what we were told, gold. All the gold in Fort Knox that nobody can ever see. It's guarded and this and that, right? But where did that gold come from? Remember, the gold came from, we stole that shit from when the banking system was turning people over from going from like gold to like paper money and all that good stuff. Well, a few of the countries, different countries, they put I forgot what president was. He said, "Hey, look, we have the best banking systems here. We'll hold your gold for you over here." So a handful of countries said, "Okay, here's you can hold this amount of gold from us. You can hold this."
I think it was Roosevelt.
I forgot what the hell. Yeah, something happened where before the Depression, or something happened where something was going down where the a bunch of countries go, "Fuck that! Hey, give us our shit back." We started giving them the shit back, and which country was it? Was one that was asking too, but we haven't given it. And our president goes, wait a minute, wait, put a freeze on everything, and just read some bullshit like, no, everything's gonna be fine, and blah blah blah. And that's the fucking gold that went into Fort Knox that nobody ever fucking sees. But our dollar was supposed to be backed by that gold, like E.T. said. If you had $10 in your pocket, you were supposed to be able to go to the bank and say, "Here, just give me $10 in gold." That's up until, because I have a $10 bill that's a 1933, and I think it's up to 38. But on the dollar bills, 1, 5, 10, 20, $100 bill, on the left side right there now, where I said it says this this note is legal tender for any debt, public and private. That's what it says now. Well, before 1938, it used to say this note is redeemable for its value. So it does shit, I forgot where I have it at. It's at my mom's house, I think. But anyways, that US dollar back then, up until the who the fuck's the people that print the money? Who prints the money? The damn
the mint,
Federal Reserve.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
the Federal Reserve.
the Treasury
Federal
Department.
Reserve.
Yeah, the treasury.
Right before they became what they are today, the US dollars, it was a different kind of green. It was a lime green. It was a different tint green. But anyway, the $10 bill like that I have, it says you can go and exchange it, right? So say our US dollar, they go, fuck, it's done for. Anybody that has old paper bills from 38 and earlier, whatever money system they changed like overnight, you could go and take that $10 bill to the bank, so you could give
take it to the bank, huh?
Get your gold.
But after 38, they all say this note legal tender, because there's no more. They've over. Nobody sees that gold.
Standard.
Yeah, nobody has seen that gold in that Fort Knox, and that's what up until I forgot how long it was till the Federal Reserve we started printing out the money and stuff like that. I mean, it's crazy. And then going to the digital, that's why it's not nothing physical. They could just go in there and change it on the computer.
They can erase you. They can erase that shit. It was Franklin Delano Roosevelt. It was FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, that ended the gold standard. That was 33. And that's when they went over there and wanted to confiscate everybody's people gold. And you know what they said? They said the only people that had to give up their gold were people in the District of Columbia, which was DC. So they said basically everybody got robbed. And it says right here, it says on the day Americans were robbed of 3,600 tons of gold. So basically, if we all had gold and we were going through it, they would have said, all of us, you got to turn your gold over, your gold and silver, or else. Like, man, turn this shit over. I'm going to bury that shit. I'm going to bury it.
So see, we have just colored pieces of paper, like you said, toilet paper.
Yeah,
from
toilet paper.
33. We had
money.
just colored paper, and the fucking peso's way down there in the totem pole, but they have the actual value in their fucking coin. You have it in your pocket in case fucking shit goes wrong. They don't accept that type. You have your silver right there, like you said. Et gold, silver has always been a commodity.
Yeah,
always
gold
been,
and silver.
and always will.
Always will.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, when it comes to the
gold,
pesos, up to what year? They're still like that, or is it a certain year the silver cuts off?
I think it's 1983, I believe.
Okay, we could check that up.
I'm not.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm gonna get up. Fuck, bro. I have a bag of bolsa pinche pesos, bro.
Yeah, dude. Fucking.
So yeah, we go over there. We go down to TJ, go party, you know, with the homies and stuff like that. We come back. Sometimes we go like almost every weekend for like 2 months, and then we get burned out or whatever. But all the change from because one of my homies, his grandparents lived like like a 3-minute walk from the border. So we would go right there and just walk and go party a couple days at a time and stuff. But I'd come back and like sometimes I have like a pocket full of fucking pesos, and oh damn, I didn't spend these or whatever, and throw them in the suitcase. And then I come back, throw them in the jar. We go back the next week, so it pile up. And then, like I said, I'd bullshit with that jeweler every now and then. We're gonna go down to TJ again this weekend. And that's when he told me, "Hey, you bring me the pesos." And I was like, "What?" And then he fucking shot me all the info. I was like, "What? I know that." And then he goes, "Yeah." And that's what I thought about it. I said, "That's fucking strange, man. That our currency is like that." And then you know, like China, the yen is more valuable than the U.S. dollar too.
Yeah.
But the US dollar is accepted around the world. It what do they say? It's the world currency.
World currency.
The fuck is it? There's this one bank every 4 years or something like that. They do. I barely heard a piece of the story the other day. I didn't know nothing about it. Because they were talking about it crashing and all that stuff and blah 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 again. And I go. They were saying it was being voted on some block or a brick or something like that. Something to do with the Bitcoin and all that was coming up. There was a discussion about the US dollar for the last 100 years. It's been the world accepted currency, no matter what country. Every country will accept the US dollar. You can't take every fucking buddies, like Sweden, they have their own like little coins, and all these Zimbabwe, all these different coins and stuff like that. But you can't come here like to America, even when it's as popular as the yen is, and it's more valuable than the US dollar. If somebody brought a Chinese $10 bill and they try to pay at the liquor store 7-Eleven, they're not gonna accept. They'll be like, "No, you gotta go change it to US dollars."
Yeah.
But you can take the US dollar anywhere and fucking you can buy something anywhere. It's accepted anywhere, but it's not the top of the totem pole for currency value being valuable. Like I said, I lost half my money just exchanging it when I went to England. And so like I said, and I made $600 extra. The second fight, because they say, "Hey, you want to be paid in US dollars or pounds?" I said pounds. He paid me what I was supposed to get paid. I came back to the United States, changed into US dollars, and I gained $600 on top of my purse money because of the fluctuation. So
yeah, that's right.
It's crazy. Yeah, the motherfuckers. So going England, that Rothschild family, they've been only, like I said, running shit for over fucking 200-300 years, man. And they got the game. They've had the game sewed up, and all these, the presidents, Republicans, Democrats, all that's a bunch of bullshit just to keep everybody fucking busy thinking that there's steps to take. But right wing, left wing, you guys are both fucking liars. A bird can't fly with one wing. So I don't know what the fuck. You guys are both fucking liars.
Hey, Taco.
A bird can't fly with one wing. That a bird can't fly with one wing? Hell yeah! I mean, you broke it down. Hey, Mad Dog Yellow broke it down, man. For real, though,
I'm not by far any kind of smarts. Like they have all these people up in government with think tanks and this and that, and they figure they go over the top just to make sure everything is covered. But I'm like, to me, it's super fucking simple. It's just there's the greed in the world is just so fucking fierce. The greed is just fucking crazy because there's enough of everything in the world for everybody. There should be nobody homeless. There should be nobody fucking hungry. There should be nobody nothing like that. If they took everything in the world, so you know what, fucking, we're dividing everything up and giving everybody equal portions of everything. Even if somebody wanted to be greedy and they said, "Well, here I want another house. Here I want twice as much money. Here, get it, and there would still be an abundance of everything. But there's so much fucking greed that people are like, "Here, I have more than enough, but I still want yours too." You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
Hey, Mad Dog, homie. Hey, listening to you, if I was religious, I'm willing to believe that greed is the devil, homie. Straight up. Greed is what's wrong in this world. Like, if you think about it,
it's overly, the greed is just because, like I said, there's enough of. We're not running out of nothing. I don't even know why they even talking about like, oh, there's a fucking what's it called when there was no rain going on, a drought. There's that bullshit.
Yeah.
We've been seeding the clouds since we
Yeah,
got airplanes.
it's weather warfare.
Yeah.
They can fucking they can make it rain whenever they want.
Supposedly that HARP system, the HARP, there's only like 4 of them in the 4 or 5 of them in the world, and the United States owns 3 of them supposedly. But they said that as weather, they could control the weather, create earthquakes, they could steer tornadoes. Like if you have a laser,
Hey, they can though. For real.
Well, that whole the way it's set up, you know, again, there's only 5 of them in the world that have been brought to light, and they say the United States owns 3 of them. So if you could control the weather like that, I mean, like I said, everything is sewed up, and then it comes down to the greed and all that. So they let all these people believe that they're living their lives and doing good, go to college, this, that, boom. When motherfucker, you guys control everything, fucking everything.
So you think that they're playing God. They can't be God, but they're playing God. So like, think about it. Whoever owns the heart machine, whoever put down the money to build that machine, or come up with the scientific equation to build a machine that could manipulate the clouds in the sky, because that's what they're doing. It's not that they're not really playing with the weather. They're just playing with the clouds in the sky. That's what they're doing. They're not like.
Well, they are playing with the weather. I'll go for real.
Yes,
if you look it up, if you look up that HARP machine, period A period, said that it can control not only the weather, it can create earthquakes on where you want the earthquake to happen. They say they can steer hurricanes or tornadoes, just like with a fucking like a laser pointer. You can steer it and put it where you fucking want it to go. And so, like I said, when was it when the Wright brothers did the airplane? Like in the about 150 years ago or some shit like that?
Yeah.
What do you mean, the airplane or the blue or that little?
The Wright brothers, the guys that.
No, yeah, I know. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that was like I don't know what the fuck.
Like 150 years ago or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, ever since then, since those dudes, and then we've had airplanes. We've been seeding the clouds whenever they needed it to rain and stuff like that. We've been seeding the clouds and then it rains. Our fucking technology is so much more sophisticated and better. There's no fucking way that there should be no droughts, even in Africa over there where we have these commercials. People, it's all fucking no water. This is bullshit. Go see the clouds over there.
Hey, bro, look. Hey, Mike, they don't want to do that because they don't want to fucking get them like all like what's it called? That's what I'm saying. It's so like they want to have that country fucking poor, bro. That's why they did that fucking HIV virus over there. Where did it come from? From Africa. And then right now the fucking Ebola shit is coming out. It's like, nah, dude, they want to kill so much people like of that country, and it's fucked up. But it's just like I don't know.
AIDS is invented. All that shit's invented.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Of course, it's invented. And but they did it on African people.
But they say everything originated in Africa, right? Yeah, all mankind came from Africa, right? The oldest fossil.
Listen. No one cares what they say. Humans were spliced. I already told you. All that shit is bullshit. You think I'm bullshitting. Humans were spliced.
No, I don't.
CRISPR is going to show you were spliced. CRISPR is going to show you that. All that other bullshit these people say, those are people who are indoctrinated with racial superior belief systems, no matter what race it is. And I don't play races. I don't play race shit. I transcend racial barriers, homie. And that's why when people go into that, I'm like, man, I don't buy all that bullshit. I don't buy that separation.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Because look at you go way back to like in all these like these fucking like cave paintings or whatever, or even up to date. There's that famous picture of Mary Magdalene or whatever where she's there's a famous painting where she's like in the second story building and the picture is like looking at her through the window or whatever, but outside her window in the background there's a fucking UFO floating right there, and that's on a religious picture or for Catholics or whatever the fuck. But there's always these little things that are like you said about splicing, because I mean in the Bible, or whatever, they say Cain and Abel, right? There's Cain and Abel, and they tell the story, and they say when Cain and Abel grew up, they got married and had their own children, and they start naming out the children's name, blah 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 blah, and it starts getting big, and the story goes on, right? Where'd those two broads come from? It was just Cain and Abel. Where'd those two broads come from?
I know everybody's thought about that before. Yeah.
You know, it's crazy. And then I'm not saying, I mean, because there's a lot of stuff that was, I guess, shown, you know, that did happen. But all these stories, like the same thing I think of religion is with like martial arts. I go, fuck whatever. They're all the motherfucking best, because I don't know that much about my own, so I can't speak on anybody else's. But every religion is crazy. They have old stories that they go, yeah, when this king ruled for 869 years, and I'm like, what the fuck? How the fuck old was he became king? And he was king for 800 years plus? And all these stories that are written over there in Asia, they have theirs, or India with the eight limbs and all that stuff. Nobody had too much communication with each other to say, oh, look at their story over there, we're going to top theirs. Everybody was distant from each other back then, but everybody has stories in their religion of people that lived fucking super long and stuff.
Yeah, that's for real.
You know? It's crazy.
You see, OG's enlightenment is like all the stuff I've been looking into since early 2000s. All right, No Dice Media, man, we appreciate your I like your chat. What's up, Willy Wonka? Yeah, that's 100% truth, though, man. I believe the same thing. Like, everybody has a story. Every religion has their own ideology of how things came about, and that's why a lot of people don't get along. They don't get along because they get into that tribalism mentality that they're right and everyone else is wrong,
and they don't know nothing about the other persons that they're saying they're wrong.
Yeah, that's why
it's crazy. Like, you know, they have thousands and thousands of religions in the world now, right? I want to know when there was just what are the first three? Just because we had to start counting at some point.
Three,
What were the first? The very first three. I think I even Googled it, and it kind of gave I had to like read more, and I was like it didn't just tell me right off the bat, and I was like, oh man, there we go, fucking trying. So I didn't finish reading, but because we had thousands of religions, thousands.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, what were the very first fucking three, at least? Because they had to branch out where the person goes, nah, I see your point, and I'm with that too, but this is the way I want to do it. And so they branch out with the second one. And then the third one goes, both of you guys, I agree with half of your shit, but you guys are both wrong on this, and you have a third one now. So it had, you know, to get to the point where people are so, I mean, the religion thing, it's good for some people, and it just takes advantage of some people too. Look at all these dudes that make millions of dollars with a jet and shit, and they go and they have this big ass church and people standing up and just like crazy, and they're listening to the earpiece. People, he's all fucking putting his hand on their forehead and they falling down and shit.
Yeah,
like,
they do all that shit.
You know? And I'm like, I don't like I don't discredit it. I'm not saying the power of the Lord, but these dudes, I go, come on, man, you guys, you're preaching the Lord's gonna he's gonna take care of you. Don't worry about it, blah blah. But give me some money. Well, you're the power right here. Why are you saying and even putting a number on it? You got to get 10% of your what? You know, that's crazy. You know it, but everybody, you know, different. You go to different countries too, and whatever religion they're into, even if it's voodoo or whatever, just the belief, the strong belief. But there's thousands of religions. I want to know when just fucking there was what were the very first fucking three, and then kind of maybe narrow it down and say, okay, there's a bunch of stories that belong to a handful of these religions. We just turn them into like our story a little bit because they agree. I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah, I trip on that too, man. It's like no one's ever gonna know. It's like, damn, what was the first three? The first one was the first one. And where did the humans that were spliced? I'm always gonna say that because I truly Hey, man, you know what? I'm gonna try to find a way to get my DNA to CRISPR, so it can tell me, hey, she's been spliced.
Right here.
From what?
Hey,
From what? I don't know.
am
But
I
look, when
fucking
it comes to this,
spliced
though,
or?
like,
Careful, they're gonna clone you. They're gonna clone
I
you. Be
know they're
careful.
cloning. hey, like in a couple of years, it'll be like 3, 4, 5 ETs popping up on YouTube. Hey, but you know
For
what? Though,
real,
like you
they'll be like,
said, though,
what
as
the
far as
fuck?
religion goes, right? As far as religion, it's like,
Yeah.
okay. Say we're to believe everything about the Anunnakis, if that was even their name, whatever it was, right? How they wanted to actually control their creation, which is humans, to believe in all this stuff. And I don't know, that's a trip right there. That's something that, you know, none of us can answer, but it's good food for thought.
There's a little
That's
piece.
food for thought.
Yeah, no, for
Yeah,
sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Food for thought.
Papa
Yeah.
Joe.
There's a piece of that
That's
Anunnaki. There's a piece of that Anunnaki story that trips me out. Where like how we we're talking about the gold a minute ago.
Yeah.
That their story from the Sumerians supposedly, or one of the stories, excuse me, is that when the Anunnaki came here, and this kind of mixes, this ties in with your splicing thing. Okay, look at when the caveman was around, the what they call them, the Neanderthals and all that shit, where they were hunched over, booga booga booga, no language and stuff, kind of dumb. Well, when the Anunnaki, they're supposedly, this from the Sumerians account, their atmosphere was breaking down and was being like hit with like meteors every now and then, whatever. So they were throwing a force field around it with gold, like this gold type of powder. I don't know. They were putting in their atmosphere, and it was making like a barrier so that these asteroid little things weren't hitting wasn't fucking up their place, right? So gold was here on Earth. They were mining gold for a little while, and the conditions, they were like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? It's just rough as fuck. Look at, there's some fucking these cavemen over here. Let's fucking make them a little bit smarter, just enough to follow orders. And then we're gonna have them mine the gold for us. And that's supposedly what's happening, because gold is the only element, supposedly, that I know of too, that I've read, that doesn't lose its value. Like silver, it's up there too, but if you melt it down, you let it get hard, you melt it down, little by little, it starts from 1 pound to less than a pound to less than a pound. Pretty soon you keep doing that over and over and over, you get like half a pound of silver. Gold, it doesn't matter if you boil it, heat it up, liquefy it, it remains the same. And it's the best conductor. Look at when all your stereo equipment, your earphones, you use the gold tips and all that stuff, it gets the better reception. And all the computers, all the fucking shit that's in your motherboard and all that stuff, all the gold fucking, it doesn't rust, it doesn't, nothing. It remains always the same. That's why it's so valuable. And supposedly those dudes, Anunnaki, were using it, and they made us into slaves for a little while, but then they booked up, I guess. Yeah. And then our shit just started evolving after the splicing.
Yeah.
That's why, like what you said, like like they said, one thing that they said is that they wanted to create, like they said that who we consider the gods, they came down, they were tired of doing the work, so they wanted to create a slave. When they used the Neanderthal and all that shit, and they spliced and they made themselves a burden bearer. And that's why they say a lot of these people who have the DNA, I mean, everyone probably does, but the ones like the Rothschilds and all them people who think they're superior, that's why they think, or that's why they do what they do to humans. They look at all of us as the bearers who do all their labor. They look at us like little chattel, straight cattle. Ooh. Like pieces of shit. So they look at like pieces of shit. Like, yeah, you guys are here to work and 9 to 5, work, and you don't accomplish nothing. Don't question. Let me see. AJ, hit that like, Bhutan. He said, he said, E.T. the devil worshiper, and first of all, man, let me say it once again. What is a devil worshiper? I'm not a devil worshiper. That's a religious belief system. I don't know what that means. So stupid. Anyways, Little White Ferret, AJ, stop begging. Jay Slaughter isn't interested in you, but yeah, they're probably the thing on StreamYard. If they get timed out, I won't be able to see it. I'll still see all their comments. So sometimes I gotta be watching out. Sorry, it was Enki, and then describes the creation of humanity as a biological experiment to relieve the gods of hard labor. Yeah, they want to relieve the gods of hard labor. So they created a slave. They created a slave worker. And you see that today.
Slave theory. Yep, it's the slave theory.
Yeah.
Just like the dollar. The dollar is a slave theory too. If you think about it,
That
'cause we
I
all
think that's
work
where that
for the
missing link
dollar.
comes in.
Yeah, that missing
Yeah.
link. Yeah.
hmm
That's right from the fucking caveman to the Homo sapien, right there when we
Yeah.
got spliced. If we were up right now and fucking we were able to do shit, and then we just started evolving, eating meat and protein and all that stuff, and then it took off.
Hell
But that's what
yeah.
that fucking missing link is.
Hell yeah. Ain't
I
that
think
all
so,
that
man.
shit? Hey, what's up,
Who's not
Katie
to
Frizzle?
say? Who's not to say that they spliced every type of animal on the planet Earth?
Oh
And
yeah,
then
they showed that. No, but you know what? Remember how I told you a pig is a graph of
yeah,
a cat, a rat, and a dog? They show that a pig has been spliced. There's a certain
there you go.
sect. They said that it's a graph of a cat, a dog, and a rat. That's why I don't eat pork anymore. Because when I looked at a pig, I started looking at it. I seen it. I seen a cat. I seen the dog and the rat. I seen it. I just said, I'm cool. If it was spliced, now look, if a pig, if a swine was really a graph of them three animals, I'm good, man. Just by looking at it, that's why I can't fuck with pork anymore. Me personally,
Yeah.
yeah, I can't.
I heard pork don't leave your system. It don't leave your system.
Well, you gotta shit it
Like
out sooner or
oh
later.
Well, yeah, you can shit it out.
No, what I'm saying, it might stay in your body. It might take a hell of a longer to digest.
Yeah, but it'll come out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
but
like
look,
swallowing a piece of gum.
if you
Like
do a
swallowing a
body
piece of
cleanse,
gum.
that's why you have to do
Right.
cleanses, because a lot of stuff stays in your body. Some humans, they have like maybe 5 or 10 or 15 pounds of shit in their body still. And then when you do a
Yep.
cleanse, that's why it's good to do a cleanse. I know, I
Yep.
mean, I'm pretty sure you know, Mike, about cleansing and everything, body cleanses, especially
Yep.
training. And when you do that, you
Yep.
start, yeah, you gotta build up your digestive system, because a lot of stuff that they have made, vaccines, a lot of that bullshit is slowed down the digestive system. A lot of that, a
Yep.
lot of that stuff, it gets stuck in the fatty tissues of the human body, and it starts affecting us and
Yep.
breaking us down. So that's why I've always advocated for everybody to do body cleanses at least every 3 months if you can. The one that people
Yep.
should always do is the colon cleanse, because what comes in, where does it go out at? I mean,
Right.
Yep.
I'm a fierce
Yeah,
advocate
Just like
for
the
that.
sewer pipe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
like a
like the
sewer
sewer
pipes.
pipes. When you
Yep.
and the sewer pipes that come out your house, and every night the hole gets smaller and smaller and smaller because it's just caking up shit, and then you
Picking
gotta
up,
clean it
sticking.
out. Well, yeah, the same thing with our
Mhm.
intestine.
Yeah.
Like you said,
Where's
5
all
10
that
pounds
shit?
of mierda.
And the
Yeah.
real question,
You got
where's all that shit going though? Where's
To the
all our
crease.
human waste going? To the crease.
To the motherfucking crease. That's why it's getting bigger as mobile.
Yeah, but over at like CVS or Rite Aid, I would get this one like $2. I forgot what the hell is the name of it. It looks like the old castor oil, but it's clear. It comes in a bottle of the magnesium citrate or whatever the hell. But
Yeah.
and for like $2, you drink a bottle of that, and then wow,
Yeah, I guess you are. Hey, that's true. Even
Yeah.
castor oil, man. Even hey, that works. People don't know. You can clean yourself out real good with that.
Yeah, man. It's the first time I tried that stuff, I was off by like 2 pounds. About a week before the fight was happening, and my mom was like, "Hey, drink this shit," and I was like, "What is it?" And she was like, "Here, just freeze it because it tastes real nasty, but you just pound it." And I was like, "All right." So I pounded it, and about 45 minutes later, woo, man, it took off more than 2 pounds, like 3 pounds.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
so that was. But there's some people, yeah, that have that. They do a coffee colon cleansing. That's they're like addicted to it. They do it like fucking 4 times a week and shit.
Yeah,
I've
that's
seen
a
on this
lot.
program. It's crazy.
Yeah, see the
It's
good
like
thing, like
overkill.
yeah, that's why I say it's good to do like every 3 months, 4 times a year. But see, you got the colon cleanse,
Yeah.
you got the gallbladder cleanse, you got the liver cleanse, the kidney cleanse, you got the full body cleanse. I did one not too long ago, man. It was vicious, man. I had to take like 30-some capsules a day for 30 days, and it was strictly vegan. Damn, I felt that, but I felt good, man. I felt it, man. I felt
Yeah.
that shit, but you know what I mean? It was
Get your energy back a little bit.
yeah, it was cool, man.
Hey, that's all I was gonna ask. Hey, that's what I was gonna ask. ET, like, how did it make you feel, bro? Like, you know, with that cleanse and like, you fucking have badass energy, you know, like, you know.
Yeah, well, I had good energy, but the thing is, I waited, man. I built up to it. I didn't just jump on it, right? Because I had to get my body prepared, knowing that I was gonna only be eating 100% vegan, organic, and nothing but straight pure water. The first 3 days, you want to use distilled water because distilled water pulls out a lot of the toxins out of your body. And at the end of every day, you took a capsule of the charcoal drink because the charcoal pulls out toxins as well. And yeah, man, it made me feel. First, I was kind of like, damn, I was changing everything.
You feel
lethargic. At first, there you go. I felt it. Then I started getting energy. I started feeling real cool, man. Like hell yeah. But it wasn't easy. But I prepared myself. But every 90 days, every like 3 to 6 months, I will do I'll do everything again. But it's always good to do all those cleanses, man. Gallbladder.
Yeah, like you were saying, like you were saying that there's a lot of shit that don't leave our body. Even up, but just recently, like last week, I was listening to this doctor dude, and the average human has what the fuck? It was something like 3 to 5 pounds of plastic, just tiny particles of plastic that's in our food, because our food supply is so fucked right now. I mean, has anybody ever seen those videos that came out? The story microplastics, but also on the cereal, the fucking, when you read the nutrition label on every food that you buy, you can look in that little nutrition box. It says calories, and then it says vitamin A, 20% daily value, vitamin B, zinc, iron, this, that, right? Well, nobody fucking really, because it's in the nutritional facts right there. The iron is actual fucking iron in our cereals. All Cheerio, it doesn't matter, Frosted Flakes, this, that. There's a handful of people that done these videos where you could get some cornflakes. Just get some cornflakes from Kellogg's. You fill up the bowl with water and throw a couple cornflakes on there, and you grab a magnet. You go like this, you could fucking pull all those fucking cornflakes. It'll follow the magnet. And they went as far as they dumped a box of cornflakes like in a blender with just water, blended it up. They put the magnet on the outside of the cup. All the fucking iron and all the fucking metal in there just all started gathering up right there. You see it in the blender, and it's just tiny shards like fiberglass. When you get fiberglass in your arms and shit like that, you can't see the shit barely. You can barely see it, and it's itching you. Well, little fucking shavings like that of the fucking metal is put in the and that's what in your nutritional facts. That's the fucking iron that calculated by. And everybody just goes, oh no, this is the vitamins and all that. No. They're actually putting fucking metal in all, like 90% of the cereals.
Yeah.
And you can do the test yourself. You say, what the fuck? You're not supposed to magnetize your damn cornflakes and have it follow you.
Cornflakes.
At all.
Hey, that's why it's also good. One thing I forgot, the heavy metal cleanse. They also have the heavy metal cleanse. It was like 8 of them. And the one that I did, it was a full body cleanse. They got some you can do also for like 14 days. But it's always good to do any kind of cleanse. At least clean your body. But here's the thing. Hey, Mike, X-Rated, and Taco Stain, this is where people mess up, right? They think they could do a cleanse and they could still eat all the bullshit they're eating. It's not going to work. It's not going to be beneficial. If you do a cleanse, you're gonna have to change. You're gonna have to change up your nutritional intake. You're gonna have to change everything. You're not gonna be able to stay away from a lot of shit. If you drink, do not drink until you're fully done with your cleanse. Don't eat processed foods. Don't eat candy. Don't eat junk. You gotta keep it organic if you could. Take your protein, take your supplements, but stick to your cleanse. Stick to it to the letter. If you don't, you're not gonna get no results. And that's just facts. That goes.
Cleanse means like getting rid of all the toxins, pretty much, right?
You're gonna cleanse your body, and you're gonna bring in nothing but nutrition. And you're gonna take out all the toxins. Now we're always gonna get toxins. We're always gonna take toxins in. Some people are more toxic than other people, but it's always good to do them. But like I said, there's some people misdirected. They'll start a cleanse, and they think they can still eat everything fast food. It's not gonna work. It's like beating a dead horse. You can't give oats to a dead horse. You have to stick to the program. You have to stick to the program. If you can't stick to it,
if you can't get sober without drinking, or you can't stop using drugs, then you're never gonna.
And
Yeah.
and it is rough because our food system is so. I
Yeah.
mean,
Oh, totally.
people, a lot of people know that it is, but I mean, it's like beyond way
It's
off the
bad.
charts
Yeah.
bad. Like fucking no matter
really
what.
bad.
Remember, like say three our great everybody around here, like our great grandparents age back going back, they would tell people, oh, you're feeling like kind of lethargic here, just eat a steak and potatoes to get your vitamins back. Yeah, that was when a steak was a fucking steak and potatoes was fuck potatoes.
Yeah.
Nowadays it's not like that because look at all of us are around the same age. Remember when you were like in first, second, third grade and people say, hey, where the oranges come from? All the kids go, Florida. They say potatoes, Idaho, shit like that.
Yeah.
That was when they across the United States, there were family-owned farms. There was, the son took over, and then the next son took over, next son took over. Well, fucking no more. The government for the last 20 years has been buying up all the motherfuckers, strong arming all the farms. Monsanto's been strong arming.
Monsanto piece of shit.
All the cornfield, all those people that owned all the cornfields back there, they would live off their own shit, and then they would harvest the seed that was left over in those big old water towers for next year, and they have the same thing going on and on. Well, Monsanto has killed, and I don't see how the fuck they got away with it, because you're not supposed to patent anything created by nature, but they fucking patented the corn seed. They patented the corn seed, which is fucking what's it called? When you get like a shot when you see become that what's the weed killer? Monsanto made that weed killer. Roundup. Roundup weed killer. It's fucking they're the makers of that, and all the pesticides and shit like that was.
Yeah, I forgot which one it was. It was a famous one too.
Miracle Grow, Roundup.
Roundup. And it's one of the famous ones that everybody uses. Well, they created the corn seed, where it's immune to the Roundup and all the pesticides and stuff like that, right? And so they spliced the corn seed. That's why it's called GMO, genetically modified organism. And the corn seed that they created, it expired. It only lasts for like 1 year. So all the corn fucking fields that across the United States that used to be owned by families, they came in and, hey, we'll buy your property. And they're like, nah. And they do shit to just fucking force them to sell. And now some of the farmers that have been there still, like, this is 3-4 generations worth. They go, fuck, we had to give in and say, okay, here, Monsanto bought all of our shit, but they're allowing us to still live on our farm and do all the work. But every year they got to buy new corn seed from Monsanto because it'll expire on itself. It'll just self-destruct the corn seed, so they can't use any corn seed left over.
It was called Roundup.
Roundup.
Roundup
and
on
Monsanto.
that spray.
Yeah, they that's all the weed killer and all that shit. And with the corn seed that Monsanto patented, again, the corn seed is from fucking Mother Nature, Earth. You're not supposed to patent anything like that. You have to patent something. You're supposed to invent it, create it, do something. Yeah, you created, but you spliced something that was already fucking there. But the government let them do it. And now all the farmers, pretty much like 8 out of 10 farms across the United States, they used to fucking grow corn for themselves and profit. Nope. Monsanto owns it. And fucking corn is in everything, even shit we don't eat. Corn is in fucking everything. Corn syrup, corn this, corn that.
You know what's messed up about that? You know what's messed up about that? The people that work for Monsanto and they have their little cafeterias in their workspace. Do you think they're eating Monsanto grown fucking food?
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, man. No, I bet they not, because like
their evilness goes deep.
Yeah, for real. For real.
Their evilness.
No,
that's controlling.
You know
the
what's
part
the trip
of the
too?
food.
Like when people used to get milk back in the day and have milkmen, the milk used to have the curd floating on the top. You had to shake it; it was thick.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, you had to use it within like 2 days or something because it was fresh. I don't like milk, but I just know that's what they used to do. Now, milk, you can have milk last for like what? Because it's
like a week or two.
Yeah, like a week or two, man, and it's all bullshit.
So see, our food across the board is fucking. The food across the board is fucked up. Even look at the cows. When fucking cows when the farmer they want to what do they feed? What do we feed cows? The corn mulch, right? So they get fat faster and grow faster.
Force feed them.
Because of production, because of
Just like a
force feed them
chicken.
that corn mulch. They get fat faster, so they can come on. Let's move them out, chop them up, get them going, right? Well, corn is in corn mulch, but fucking cows aren't by nature fucking to eat corn.
Yeah.
We've changed their digestive. We've changed their right. They're supposed to graze. They would have never in the whole lifetime stumbled across grass, no matter what whatsoever. Even in development over 100 years or whatever, they would have never came across corn to eat it as their main course. So we've changed their digestive fucking system over time and we've learned to accept it and digest it ourselves now. And you know, because fucking they're supposed to graze.
And if you ever see the things how they do milk now, that milk is nasty, man. They showed a lot of it how it's pasteurized, has pus in it, has blood in it. That shit's sick. I don't fuck with milk. I cannot drink milk. That shit is nasty.
Hooked up to the cows and shit, like, you know, like, how you gonna do that? Hook up
Real quick.
to a cow to make milk and then make ice cream and all that bullshit.
Oh yeah. Real quick, shout out to everybody up in the chat. We got Mike Morello on here, X-Rated, Taco Stain, me. We're gonna be in here 5 more minutes. We're gonna end this at 2:00. We've been in here. We'll be 3 hours. We've been in here. And hey man, appreciate everybody. Good conversation. Man, appreciate Mike, Taco Stand X-Rated, man. And we're gonna continue these conversations. And yeah, we're gonna continue doing what we're doing. We're about to end right now in 5 minutes. Ramiro, if you want to come up for the last 5 minutes, you can come up. What's up, Helga? How you doing?
Oh, see, what's up with Ramiro?
I'm
What's
about to lay
cracking,
out right
Helga?
now after we get off here. We got like
For
5
real,
minutes.
where they all at?
If you guys want to jump on, just send yours. Be free. Feel free to do so. We had some good conversation tonight. Earlier we had Hangman, Sasquatch, Frank Dicas, and what's the name of them? That person? Gwernhorn?
Greenhorn?
Gwynhorn. We had Gwynhorn on here. So we had some good conversation. That's how we do it on the Exposed to Collective. We will be back most likely tomorrow, but you know, we be doing the collective 3 times a week. And
right on.
What's up, Amito?
Real quick.
What's cracking, homie?
No, we're about to end in about 4 minutes. Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
Real quick, the knowing about the food, how fucked up it is, it sucks because my wife, she cooks fucking the bomb everything. Everything. We've been together 9-10 years and not one time has she cooked a fucked up meal. Or like, oh, you know, where I'm like trying to be nice. Everything is bomb. Every single place she cooks is fucking bomb.
That's right.
You know. So I'm like, I know I'm eating some fucking shit, but she makes everything taste delicious, dude. And everything she makes, it looks like the picture on menus and stuff. You ever order shit and they bring you your plate at a restaurant, it doesn't look nothing like the fucking picture in the menu. I'm like, what the fuck?
For sure.
All her shit is like, it looks like it, all burgers, everything, dude. It looks
Yeah,
beautiful.
Mike, I was
take
about to say the burgers, huh? Fucking burgers fell around.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can literally touch your thumb to your fucking middle finger, homie. The fucking burger's about that big. It's like, fuck, what is this shit?
Hey,
homie,
Ramiro,
even
what's up, homeboy?
was chilling, carnal. You know, hey, I couldn't sleep,
Damn,
homie.
homeboy. Hey, you jumped on at the last minute, homeboy.
Hey, homie, I've been doing the damn thing with my kids, dogs. Since the crack of dawn. And you know what I mean? They've been driving me into the dirt, but you know, my little girl's actual birthday is today. You know what I mean? So,
Oh, shit. Okay. Hey, happy birthday to your daughter, homeboy.
Yeah, feliz
Yeah, happy birthday to your daughter.
Appreciate it, homie. Yeah, I've been doing that, homie. So I crashed out early, homie, and yeah, I was up and shit. I was talking to the girl Helga and shit. We're chopping it up. Like, it's good, man. Cause I've been having a lot of trouble sleeping, dog. Like I've mentioned, I've been having a lot of problems and shit. So it's good to know that she's in a different time zone, homie. So when I wake up, she's like, you know, she's in a different frame, and she's like, oh, jumpy, and it's cool, dog. So
that's right. Hey, where was Helga at today? Right now?
She's in here right now.
She's not here.
She's in the chat somewhere. I think she said.
Oh, Helga, what happened? She's always the day wonder.
Mm-hmm.
She always fucking posts up, but she hasn't came through.
Oh, shots fired. That's right,
We had Gwern up in here from out there in Europe as well earlier.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, for sure, huh?
Yeah, we'll see
Hey,
if
that's why we wanted to get Helga on, because the dude what was his name? Green some shit. He's from like Europe.
Green Hornet.
I mean, like, so like they spoke like pretty much like it looked like they spoke each other's language and shit. So yeah, it was
but
cool
they had the
though.
same, they
Yeah.
had similar accent.
Yeah, for sure.
Let me see. No Dice Media. Until next time, keep on the watch and stay golden. Yeah, hell yeah, No Dice Media. We're about to end right now. Hell yeah, most likely we're gonna be doing the collective tomorrow, but we're gonna be doing it 3 times a week like we always do. How we have been doing. The ladies of Exposed to, I believe, should be on tomorrow as well, doing their thing. Mr. Oxnard, what's up with it, man? Salute to you as well, man. We send ours.
Oh yeah. What's up,
Of
Oxnard?
course, salute.
Horn, you call my name. I called your name 4 times, not 3. It was 4. Man, I only had it once. We missed you, Helga. Worm was.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
fuck.
Oh, look, there's Helga now. Oh no, I thought it was Helga.
No, I seen Helga in there. She's on the top over there. Shout out to Helga. Everybody who came through, man. Appreciate everybody, man. We had good conversation. If you guys enjoyed it, we're gonna continue to have conversations like this.
All right,
So
X-Rated.
we should be back in tomorrow, everybody.
Good morning.
Hey, Big Mike.
should be
Hey,
back.
mucho gusto, carnal. Hey, buenas noches to you and ET. I'm sorry to cut you off, my boy. But hey, homie, on the next one, homeboy, for sure.
All right, you have a good one.
Likewise. Good night, everybody.
All right, Mike, you have a good one. Taco Sting, you have a good one, homie. Like I was saying, man, appreciate everybody coming in. We're going to continue to do this 3 times a week. Anybody wants to jump on, they're free to jump on. You know, we all got the opportunity to speak. We're all going to continue to do what we're doing. Whatever subjects you guys, anybody wants to talk about, let it be known, man. We'll touch upon anything over here. All things that go bump in the night. Any and all things, man. It was a good one today. With that being said, love and respect, Little White Ferret, Peaceful Sasquatch, Jay Slaughter, Helga, Katie Frizzle, everybody who came through. Shout out to Ramiro, Mike Morello, Taco Stain, X-Rated, Frank Ticas, Peaceful Sasquatch, Hangman Stranger, who came on to the panel today. Shout out Kimberly Bodari. Shout out to you and Ricky. No Dice Media. So until the next one, love and respect, everybody. Let's get it.
Our time today has come to an end, but the journey isn't over yet. Remember, folks, stay curious, stay informed, stay vigilant, and above all else, take care of yourselves out there. Until we meet again on Exposed Tube Collective AM. Have yourselves a great night, everybody.
It was late.